of my memories, just static waves of apathy. I'm a broken piece of what I used to be. I lost my mind when I was lost in chains. I'm wide awake, but I can't wake up. I hear you loud and clear, but you might break up, cause this isn't real, I don't exist. Turn off, tune out before you lose it. I'm an MK Ultra victim. There's poison in my system. I'm an MK Ultra victim. There's poison in my system. I'm an MK Ultra victim. There's poison in my system. I'm an MK Ultra
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
I am so 100 fucking % done with Courtney. Okay, listen. I'm so sick of this shit. It's been fucking months and months of this shit, and I've largely ignored it. I've largely ignored Courtney and whatever the fuck Courtney's been doing. But you know what? I'm just like, do you know what? Fuck it. Whatever, we'll talk about it. There's a load of old streams to go over. We're probably gonna end up doing a couple of these because someone sent me like another stream on some other shit. And I'm just at the point where I'm like, fuck it, let's just talk about Courtney, because this shit is in fucking sane. I'm so bored of it. I was just doing Willy Mac. I was touching grass, and I was a normal guy for a couple of days, and then I saw what you posted and had to get sucked back in. Welcome in, Critical Shogun. Yeah, no, fuck this shit, guys. Look. Bro, dude. So, Courtney is not happy at all. She's a very unhappy lady, okay? I'm just like, why are you inviting me? I didn't know you were up. Also, this is me ranting, okay? This is me having a little rant. Okay? Fuck. Courtney is very unhappy with the fact that Saber Spark is innocent. She can't deal with it. And we had a bit of a back and forth on Twitter, and I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, whatever. So we're going to talk about the tweets first, and then we're going to get into a couple of streams. Firstly, we're going to get into It's Time and covering the email response. I heard about both of these at the time, didn't do anything with them. So we're going to talk about them now. Teddy with 10. As your boss, I want to tell you that no, you can't talk about Courtney Pete. You have 5 minutes to find a new topic, or I'm pulling the plug. For I don't know who Miss Pete is. You are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. So, who is Courtney Pete? For those of you who are blissfully unaware, Lula, welcome to Coping 07. Much appreciated for the membership. So, let me explain to you who exactly Courtney Pete is. Courtney Pete is the sister of Lily Orchard. Okay? Now, Courtney claims, and Courtney's sort of, I guess, reason for relevance is because Courtney claims that during their childhood, Lily would sexually assault her. That is the claim. Girl, I wish Saber was guilty. Why can't he be guilty? Thank you, Ace, for the 5. Courtney claims that she was assaulted by Lily during her childhood. That's the allegation, and because many people have been trying to go after Lily Orchard for a significant period of time, like we're talking like a decade now, Courtney got thrust as the primary victim of Lily Orchard, and over time has had run-ins with people like Essence of Thought, fucking Xena and Poppy, a few other people. Now, even myself, I remember when Courtney made her own channel. You can go back and check this channel. I Hate Courtney Pete, redheaded YouTuber. Thank you for the 2. And you can see that I actually promoted Courtney's channel because I'm very big on victims speaking for themselves. In fact, I didn't want to speak for Courtney. And also, I fucking hate Lily Orchard. So I've kind of, I didn't want to kind of end up in a war with Courtney. Do you know what I mean? But Courtney, over time, has involved herself in more and more stories, particularly the one most people are going to be aware of that she got like sort of a lot of attention for, was her coverage of the Black Griffin stuff. And I want to say right off the bat, whatever you think of Black Griffin, describing somebody you believe to be a victim, as she did with Claire, as someone's child bride, is fucking gross. That because Claire won't turn on her husband, Courtney's like, well, she's just involved. You know, she doesn't get a victim statement if she's not a perfect victim. Ironically, if Claire's not a perfect victim, then she gets called a child bride, okay? Courtney Pete is a fucking piece of shit. Let's just be honest about it. Let's just be realistic about it. And we'll get into some of the reasons that she's having issues. Glue Boy with the 5. Hell yeah, perfect content timing for me to riddle a trophy hunt to in Arkham based much. Well, good luck with that. Fucking hell, I know the Riddler challenge. Have fun with that. Right. So, I hope every single person sweeping for Saber Spark gets violated anally with something large enough to cause fatal internal hemorrhaging. Now, you know, this has 10 comments, 13 retweets and quote tweets, and no likes. This is not... I don't know what she was fucking expecting. But, like, it didn't go well. Courtney has been arguing on Twitter, I don't personally like you, so I'm not going to believe you were abused, assaulted, or attacked, is a lot of people's personalities lately. We're going to get into this, because there's a reason for it, Courtney. Give me one notable instance of a woman crying rape that was false that isn't murder trying to avoid their conviction. Oh, wait, we'll get into that as well. So, I obviously was fucking sick of this. Courtney is a masterclass in burning goodwill. I know we're all long past the point where anyone actually cares, but it's fascinating. She also commented on my video. Courtney is the that's not what she commented, but Courtney is the victim Lorax. She speaks for the victims. True, Meltman. Thank you for the 5. Your rape status has been used up. Well, actually, do you know, again, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because I think there is something actually fascinating here. One thing that I was told about Courtney is that she doesn't believe that anybody would falsely accuse somebody of rape. She doesn't understand why anyone would do that. And I think that's quite important to understanding how she looks at it. And as before, she said, give me one instance of a woman crying rape that was false that isn't murder. I just posted this. The Rolling Stone case. I mean, again, you can look at the statistics of this. The UK police believe that 4%, around 4% of reports about rape are false. They're just... That's the general finding. Google gives a different answer. They think Google says it's between 3 and 7, but like nobody's claiming this is overly common, but it does happen. People do falsely accuse people of rape Obviously. Now, I've just provided some evidence here. I've just provided exactly what Courtney asked for. What did Courtney's what was her response, guys? Anybody care to take a guess? Was it to accept the evidence, or was it to say, look, if I want to talk to a rape defender, I'll talk to my family. Don't you have a boys club to go to? Get fucked, you rancid waste of jizz. Please don't let Courtney handle the slaz. Okay, Slimao, thank you, Ace, for the 2. True, there are so many examples, and again, we tend to remember these, right? We tend to remember these fucking cases where somebody has falsely accused somebody because they stick in the mind. You've also got things like Mattress Girl. Who remembers Mattress Girl? This caused like huge amounts of problems. Fun fact about Mattress Girl. Do you know Mattress Girl, you can find it on Pornhub. Mattress Girl reenacted her own rape and posted it on Pornhub. I don't know if she posted it herself on Pornhub, but it is up on Pornhub. And you watch it, and it's the most weirdly awkward shit. It's just like, no wonder. And that girl the university had to settle, by the way, in the Mattress Girl case. So, like, yes, there are high-profile cases of false accusations. Quate ran, Courtney is going to stan Orin. True, Ace. Thank you for the 2. So, Courtney ran, but here's one thing I wanted to point to. Courtney doesn't understand why people have stopped believing her, but I'm actually going to explain it to you very simply. Courtney accuses basically everyone she disagrees with of being a rapist or a potential pedophile or covering for them. And when you are somebody whose your main thing is like, you're accusing Lily Orchard of sexually assaulting you as a child, if you treat these allegations like they are candy that you can throw out, people are going to look at your more serious allegations and go, I don't know if this is true, because you seem to say this about everybody. It waters down your allegation. Now, I've been very careful here. I've never said that I don't believe Courtney about the Lily stuff. I've never said this. And I'm not going to say this here, by the way. But most people, like the amount of conversations I have had with other content creators about Courtney Pete who just do not fucking believe her. So cute, she has my spats up. Jesus Christ, Ella, thank you for the 2. These are serious accusations you're throwing at people, and Courtney treats them like they're nothing. This is her doing it to Mr. Enter. Mr. Enter, of all people. Look, I don't know what you picture in your head when you think of Mr. Enter, but Mr. Enter, like, a rapist? Fucking what?
Mr. Enter once said he'd rather get raped than be accused of rape. Well, buddy, I hope your dream comes true. 13 Reasons style. Jesus Christ. Mr. Enter's a cartoon reviewer and he decided to get involved for some reason. Yeah, because he saw his own behaviors getting attacked and said, well, I need to protect this before they come after me. Because that's what these people do, okay? When you're going to sit there and not talk about rape allegations ever, or potential predator allegations ever, but the second one that probably matches your behavior gets called out, you're going to jump all over that shit to discredit the fucking victim? Yeah, honey, that's because you have your own victims and you want to scare them from fucking speaking out by going after somebody else's.
It's like, oh yeah, the only reason you might be defending somebody is that if you're actually guilty of it. By Courtney's own logic, that like people only do things if they're projecting, like you could use that logic on Courtney. You could be like, the only reason that you're defending Emily so hard with her false accusations is because your accusations are false. Like you can, that's the logic that you're putting out there, Courtney. Do you not? Again, you're a fucking retard. It's unreal. Like, I do not understand. Yeah, and there's now more evidence of Courtney making grape threats and Saber graping. The truth is that Saber went to huge extents to provide evidence of his innocence. There is nothing that you could present to Courtney to provide, like, for her to be like, oh yeah, Saber's innocent, Emily lied. And that's the problem. Like, Saber's a victim. Like, Saber isn't a victim. Like, you are, again, directly attacking the victim. It's not Emily. It's Saber. This shit's fucking gross. That's what everyone thinks when they look at you. And again, no one has any sympathy for Courtney because of it. Ace with the 2. I guess she missed the Star Giant video. True. Fucking hell. Dude. Just sit her down and make her watch the Star Giant shit. Teddy with the 10. Mr. Enter. Nah, man. Even if wanted to rape, he would get distracted by his rage for lack of 9/11 references in Disney movies and just forget to rape. Dude. Oh, fucking hell. This is the core problem. It's like Courtney exists in a world where she doesn't understand that the accusations she's throwing out are serious. And so if she can't treat them seriously, nobody else is going to treat her accusations seriously. It's insane. It's insanely simple. It's actually insanely simple. Dude. Anyway. So I thought we'd do a little stream going over some of the stuff because there is so much here. Now, Courtney herself, by the way, has her own allegations. Now, I've never paid much attention to these, but essentially her behavior in her Discord is seen by many people as quite concerning. She'll have fairly open sexual conversations with people who may be minors she doesn't know the age of, and dude. There was a whole blow up in Lion's Lair over it with like their mods. Basically, this is why Courtney got removed from Cat's Lair. Because like Courtney was accusing one of the fucking like Lio's mods of being a rapist at one point because they weren't siding with her. Bro, this bitch is unhinged. This bitch is actually just fucking unhinged. I mean, I got sent some screenshots. Give me one sec. Use whatever. Okay, so dude, there are so many screenshots of this shit. Maybe I need to go over the Courtney document at some point. I mean, you ain't gotta hear me tell you that it's weird regardless. The important thing is I'm the one responsible for keeping it not weird. I'm more like the local street mum than anything. They ain't my kids, but at least they ain't dead kids either kind of vibe I go for. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What is this? What the fuck? Hey, so I don't know if you understand the full context of the orgasm talk, but the full context as to what Courtney suggested was something I didn't recognize was inappropriate until very recently. I told them about how I didn't know how to do it right, to which Courtney recommended using a shirt and asked me if I have a mirror to look down there. They told me I was going to talk about it. They told me it was going to talk about it to be as cynical as possible to avoid taking advantage of me like how others have. Her exact words. I wish I had the messages on how to prove it. The fuck, bro? Why are you teaching people to masturbate in your Discord? What the fuck? Hey, miners. Welcome to my safe space. Have you ever... Do you have a mirror to hand? What the fuck? You and your ungodly streaming hours for me. Sorry, Lost in World. Thank you for the 2. Dude. What's this? Okay, something going on with whatever, blank name, I don't really know what to do. She's freaking out because she asked me some sexual health questions and her mum is using that to make me out to be a pedophile. She thinks her mum is going to go through her iPad and block all her friends. She had to block me for a bit. Yeah, her mum is pissed off that her daughter is coming to me for advice that she should be just isn't and can't give her. She's acting like a child about to be Hans, the mother. What the fuck? What is this? Like, dude, what the fuck? Listen, this mother was angry because I started giving, and I told that child to check themselves out with a mirror in their Discord. What the fuck are you doing? What do you mean? Fuck this shit, bro. I mean, honestly, what the fuck are we doing here? Teddy with the 10. Beckett, don't listen to the other donated. Your hours are the only godly hours. The rest are ungodly. Streaming in the morning is a fucking crime. Dude, I feel sorry for Shogun. Shogun was like, I'm just gonna watch some Willie Mack, I'm gonna go to sleep. Saw fucking Courtney Pete's belly button and was like, oh god, go Caddy with the 5. Goon with Courtney and friends, under the age of 18 only. True. Oh yeah, what kind of questions did blank ask you, if you don't mind? And like, if I had communication with the mum, I could just hit her up whenever. Has a problem and be like, hey, so just so you know, what the fuck? Yeah, this seems extremely beneficial for everyone involved. Average age for an orgasm. She isn't sure if she's had one and gets made fun of at school by her peers for it. Bro, you should not be having this fucking conversation in your Discord. What the fuck is wrong with you? She made some comments that were basically, I don't know what's going on down there and I'm starting to think I'm a freak. You know, like we all did. Pretty normal stuff for a kid growing through puberty. I want to be clear about something. Lily was accused of being a pedophile for conversations very, very similar to this. Like, unironically, the conversations that Lily had with one of these 17-year-olds were, like, similar to with, like, sexual health and, like, safety and all this shit. And that was enough for people to call Lily a fucking pedophile. What? Also, just super embarrassing because now he calls me good girl every 2 minutes. Agreed. South Park merch and clothes, which is where I go usually. Fantasy Electric with the 5. It's too bad how crazy and deranged Courtney is, considering what Lily does as well. I think the whole family might just be rotten apples. I mean, dude, I said this to Seska. My line with Lily has always been this. You write Stockholm, it's more than enough. It's more than enough. Stockholm's more than enough. You never needed fucking Courtney Pete. But yes, the whole family is fucking deranged. Ace with the 5. This 14-year-old came to Courtney and asked, am I broken if I can't orgasm? And then Courtney proceeded to give advice. Yeah, basically. Wait, a 14-year-old? They're 14? It's a Jewish summer camp teddy, very popular. Jesus Christ, Shogun. What the fuck? This person was 14? Hold on, let me get chat on screen. Thank you guys so much for hitting the goal. That was quick. That's surprising. This, dude, I need to talk about freaks more again, okay? Clearly I've been slacking. Right, let's reset the goal and I got chat on screen. Thank you guys so much. I am, as always, incredibly fucking proud of you because you are super awesome. I had nothing prepared. Literally, I just got annoyed and I was like, we're going live. We're going live, guys, okay? I'm actually just done. I'm done. I feel like not talking about Courtney is in some way sweeping for this shit. Because I said a while ago, I don't want to go after Courtney because I don't want to give Lily any breathing space. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to become, oh well, if we can't trust Courtney, then maybe Lily Orchard is innocent. I never wanted that. But there are limits. Do you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much. You guys are fucking awesome. Okay. Start off the goal thing. Let's move this over. I'll put this over here. Okay. Courtney is absolutely out of her mind. Yeah, I know, Ant. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Dude, I just want to say very quickly, I watched Ant go over the fucking KP's response video stream. And I've got to say, I really appreciate I really appreciate, like, chat was giving me a bit of shit, which is absolutely fine. But, like, Amp said one of the nicest things, which was like, whatever you think of Beckett, he's not lazy, he's thorough and he works. And listen, people can hate me, just give me due credit. I think that's fair, so I do appreciate that, buddy. Based. Much appreciated. Okay. Anyway, what the fuck were we doing? Right, so, let's read this one. Dude. The utter fucking disgraceful state of this shit. If I had a Discord like this, I'd delete it. I'd just delete it. Why wouldn't you delete it? You have these conversations publicly. You deranged freak. You wear your ass off, man? Thank you, buddy. I try. Okay. Becca, answer me. What was the question, Teddy? Where are we? How much to get rid of chat on screen? I just want to punish everyone else. No, I wouldn't do that to them. I wouldn't do that for them to them, Teddy. I can't. I'm not that sort of straw streamer. But like 50 quid. Send me 50 and I'll take it off stream. We'll reset it. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. Also, don't be embarrassed. It's called exploration and it's normal at your age. Dude. Why are you having this conversation with a 14-year-old? Is this person actually 14? Dude. So insane. Probably not, but I've made worse when... was it the best choice? Probably not, but I've made worse when I was your age, and it's not really a big deal. When he threatens you, threaten him back. Tell him you will tell everyone about his boner. This isn't going to be nice, but neither is he. Mock his dick size. Tell him you will tell everyone how small it is. Doesn't matter if you've actually seen it or not. Frankly, if he's going to try to use your body to shame you, do the same to him. Hey, listen, 14-year-old, listen, you know you're getting bullied because, like, here's what you need to do, okay? Rand, you need to find this other 14-year-old and you need to talk about his penis, okay? Talk about his penis. DM'd you with a treat, good sir. It'll tickle you, especially given everything. What is it? What is it? What you got? What is this? Okay, hold on. We'll move on to that. What the fuck? Why are there so many things like this? Oh, dude. I get we all have trauma, and I've talked about mine on YouTube, but you don't use a community with minors in it to process your trauma. It's not why my community exists. You're actively talking to these fucking children about sex stuff. Like, also, isn't your whole thing processing your trauma? Isn't that your whole fucking channel? What do you mean? What the fuck? How delusional are you? This bitch is delulu. I swear to God. It's actually ridiculous. Looks like I'm getting kicked out and dumped. Hooray, I love my life. What happened? Do you need to talk about it? No, I don't even know what happened, but I don't know how much I'll be given. I can't afford my own place, and homeless shelters don't have the best internet, if I even go to one. I don't want to live in another homeless shelter. I'd rather go off into the woods and die. Really wish that my now ex hadn't stopped me from fucking offing myself. You're having this conversation in an open Discord with kids around that you know you... Dude, what the fuck, bro? Guys, yeah, listen, this is just a little note. I'm not going to be streaming because I might become homeless and then kill myself. By the way, keep checking those orgasms in the mirror. What the fuck, bro? Dude. This is fucking unhinged. Dude, what the fuck? Becky, you don't understand. Courtney Pete is the Ubermensch of victims. Oh, dude, what the fuck? In the server, she is directly talking to a 16, 17-year-old about her rant. Thank you for the 5 A's. Fuck me. Yeah, well, he's dumping you just like that, even after all you sacrificed, your time, your energy, the emotional support that you've given him and his family, especially during the passing of your mother-in-law. What a scumbag. What? Dude, you should not be talking about your relationship public like this is crazy. You're still alive today, and you go, dude, why are you getting like fucking emotional support from the 16, 17-year-old? Proves I can't even kill myself right. What the fuck? Yeah, every time I improve my life, I just end up homeless again. Listen, I'm not into victim blaming. But at the same time, I don't know what to tell you. Look, again, my sympathy is at fucking zero. This is a woman who is constantly accusing everyone of being a rapist or a pedophile. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know some of you are like, listen, is this really... I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm done. I'm actually fucking done. It has been a year of everyone fucking walking on eggshells around this chick constantly, never endingly, based purely off the fact that, you know, Lily's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you can't act this way and then be like, I don't understand why people hate me. It's so difficult. Why does everyone... Dude, maybe because you're a fucking bitch. I don't know what to tell you. Like, why are you venting like this to a fucking... It goes on and on. I don't even want to show it to you. It goes on and on. Your community should not look this way. You should not look this way. I expressed sympathy for her and she immediately reacted like I was attacking her. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, there's a community note about Anthony on Courtney's page. It's not even talking about her. It's fucking unreal, bro. It's just so bizarre. You can't be kind to her. You can't ignore her. You can't do anything. I feel like of all people, I've been one of the most charitable people to Courtney Pete. In fact, other people... Do you know, okay, listen, we all know the Beckett sweeper memes, but do you know one of the main people I've been accused of sweeping for behind the scenes is Courtney Pete? Like, unironically, because constantly I have said on a never-ending cycle, I'm just like, again, there are no perfect victims. I say this all the fucking time. I don't disagree with it. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck am I meant to do with this? You can't sit there, make other people victims, and like fucking like post out this insane abusive shit, and then be like, I don't understand why everyone hates me. You know, like eventually the sympathy's gonna run dry. You're gonna be like, people are just gonna be like, fuck you, and I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of it because eventually, do you know what's gonna happen? And this is my concern. This has become my concern. Eventually, there's going to be another case like Saber Spark or Slazzo or fucking Griffin or anything where someone like Courtney Pete, and probably Courtney Pete herself, is going to insert herself and just like try and ruin somebody's life. You do not get to like ruin other people's lives off like fucking bullshit allegations because something bad happened to you. It doesn't give you carte blanche. That's not how any of this works. Like, people talk about the perfect victim thing. It's like, well, you know, what we're talking about with the perfect victim stuff is, you know, if somebody has like issues in their past, let's say somebody's racist, for example. Let's say somebody's racist. Just because somebody might be a bit racist doesn't mean you ignore bad shit happening to them. Even racists can be raped, right? That's what we're talking about. What we're not talking about is if you are a victim of something, you get infinite good grace. Could you imagine if I play that? It's like, yeah, guys, you can't actually criticize me because my mum's dead. You know, that's a very traumatic thing for me. You know, I get really sick. I saw this in KP's, like, fucking response to me, where she's like, I have to smoke weed for my clinically diagnosed PTSD. Bitch, I've been through PTSD. I had to go through... I nearly completely fucked my life up. Like, really badly. If I hadn't had, like, quite serious therapy, I would probably be dead, like, of alcohol poisoning in a gutter. That's not an exaggeration. That's the reality. I was a pain to be friends with. I was a fucking mess. But the only person who was responsible for that is me. Like, all the people I met after the things that, like, traumatized me, like, again, like, my childhood's a bit fucked up. All those people who I met after that point were not responsible for my fucking trauma and were not responsible for dealing with me while I was unable to cope with it. It's just not other people's responsibility. You don't get to put this on everybody else because you were dealt a bad hand. The rest of the world didn't do that to you. And yes, in a lot of respects, you do have a responsibility to get better because you're the only one who can make yourself better. That's the reality. I'm so sick of victim narratives like this. Teddy with a 10, I can't even kill myself right, man. Why do I even try? 14-year-old. Once I'm done doing my math homework, I'll get right on this. Pinker with the 5. Here's your money, crab man. Be strong, king. Strongest soldier. Thank you, Pinker. Lost in Worlds with a 5. There are no perfect victims, but you're still human. If you act like an asshole to everyone, you're just an asshole. Will be treated as such. Abso-fucking-lutely. And again, there are people who have like completely like disconnected themselves from my life, from like my younger years, and they were right to. They were just right to. In the same way, like, and again, there are people who called me out for what my behavior was like. They were right to. In the same way, it is completely legitimate to call out Courtney for this shit. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, unbelievable. Dude. Okay, let's have a look at some of these other screenshots I've been sent. Fuck is this? I've never seen these before. I don't know what's in them. I've got no fucking idea. Okay. So this is Courtney. Why are you asking to send stuff to a random minor on the net? That's fucked up, bud. Majorly fucked up. So I sent a DM to keep track of important things if you really want me to send you a binder. No photos, though. This is fucked up as shit. You sent a DM to a minor asking if you could send them what equates to underwear. You do that for everyone or just minors? Colleen Ballinger fucking ass. Yeah, you fucking did. Please no swearing. Do something then. Please rescind that offer. Wait, what? What's this in reference to? Wait, who was trying to send what to a minor? I'm sorry, I don't really mean anything by it. I rescind the offer. I just wanted to help. By asking a minor for their address, you think that's the an okay thing to do to a strange 24-year-old? You're right, I wasn't thinking that far. Why are you asking for their address in the first place? DMing a minor about their chest size isn't an okay thing to begin with, let alone offering them things. To send them a binder. Oh, okay. Okay. To send them a binder. So, like, this is a young trans person, I take it then? I never asked for the address. Like I said, I never thought that far ahead. Was just too eager to help. Wait, hold on. So this person that Courtney is going at was trying to give health advice to her. And again, I agree. I don't think you should be, like, inserting yourself into the lives of minors, regardless of the situation. But, like, so when somebody else does it, it's a problem. But when Courtney tries to explain an orgasm to somebody, she's just being the street mum, and she's the responsible one? What the fuck, bro? Dude. I never asked for the address, like I said, never thought that far ahead. You're pretty eager to jump into DMs of a kid. Sus. I mean, yes, Courtney, some people would say that's pretty sus. Like, discussing an orgasm with a 14-year-old. You fucking dude. I think so didn't mean anything bad, that we're all trans people trying to help a trans kid, and so didn't mean anything harmful. Intention and outcomes are two different things. Doesn't matter if they meant harm. They were an adult that just DM'd a minor regarding their bare chest. How do you think that minor feels? The harm was done, intended or not. This dono better not start anything, I swear to God. Thank you, Amber. Thank you for the 2. But the person we should blame is Courtney's ex for stopping her ending. Jesus! Thank you, Shogun. Thank you for that, buddy. Okay, right. Okay, cool. Listen, I love hanging people by their own standards. It's one of my favorite things, okay? And Courtney, by your own standards, you've done harm. Congratulations. Well done. Awesome. Great. Oh, dude. What's the difference between helping a person with their trans identity and just explaining sexual things with a minor, Courtney? Listen, this isn't going to help with the Beckett is too nice to the trans people allegations. But I think, honestly, I think you probably shouldn't get involved in any way with this. But on the scale, if I'm to power scale this, I think it is significantly worse to discuss orgasms with a 14-year-old on Discord than it is to discuss something like binding. Is that a wild take? Again, we're not talking about, like, giving advice on, like, HRT or, like, bathtub HRT or something. Like, I think it's not a great thing to do and you shouldn't involve yourself. But I think on the scale, I don't think it's nearly as fucking weird as discussing orgasms. I'm sorry, I just don't. Dude. Fuck me. So why not do it publicly on the server where the venting was and go to the DMs instead? Maybe because you knew it was sus. And then come to me about how uncomfortable they were with some random adult messaging them out the blue. Oh my gosh, the minor you put in an uncomfortable position fawned? No way. Think next time. I'm sorry. Don't tell me, tell the person you actually harmed. How? I'm not DMing him again. You just told me he was uncomfortable. Bro, what the fuck? So, dude, I fucking hate this purity testing bullshit. Dude, actually, you need to tell the person they're sorry, but you're not allowed to DM them, okay? And if you are sorry, that's not enough. I still get to, like, persecute you. I still get to fucking, like, tear your soul apart. This is fucking ridiculous. Okay, is there any more here? Dude, this is ridiculous. Okay, listen. So this is look, we're not gonna read all the fucking screenshots because I'll be here forever. But we are gonna talk about It's Time. Because fuck this shit. I'm so done. I'm so done. Hold on. Has anything come up? Oh, dude. Fucking listen. I don't understand why she keeps doing this. She's just getting cooked every day. It's ridiculous. So this is It's Time, and I've had a quick flip through. I have not watched any of these streams, by the way. I haven't watched any of this shit. Okay? There is so much stuff here, and I have not seen any of it. We're not going to get through all of it tonight. Hey, rape victim, don't agree with me in any capacity. You're a rapist pedophile. But we are gonna have a look at It's Time, because I believe this is in response to many of these DMs accusations I've just read. It. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Anyway.
Music on this stream because I can't, like, I don't mind losing monetization, but
her audio is always so fucked as well. I've never actually watched Courtney streams.
here I'm talking to myself. That's fine.
They're an experience. Hey! But, dude, I can't read that. Electric. I don't know what it is about the first part of that name that fucks me up. I'm so sorry. Electric, welcome to Coping. Thank you so much.
I do that all the time anyway.
God, she's...
Cigarettes. No. Where are you?
Okay.
Here. Fuck.
Is this hearable? Can you guys hear this? Is this okay?
Oh, hello guys. Hey, sorry, I just saw you guys pop into the fucking chat there. Hailstorm, Market Tree Bark.
Too loud, too quiet, let me know.
What's going on? Oh, thank you. I think I got
Fantasy
it at
Electric, there we go, thank you.
But I think it comes from Spencer's originally. This isn't gonna be a happy stream. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. Living living abnormality. It says, "Hey, girl bosses, boy bosses, and boss babies." Nice. I love that. That's an excellent entrance. Yeah, I had to take the dreads out. I'm putting them back in like tomorrow. But is my mic low? It probably is because it's not close to my face.
She has what we call meth chic. Jesus, Rex, thank you for the 2. Mac with some cheese with the 2. Actual clown behavior from KP, she's a tool. I mean, like, all these people are. All these people are. Again, the only reason KP is going after Saber Spark is because he slighted her. That's it. That's it. She just views it that he slighted her, so he must be destroyed. Dude. Like, okay, I haven't talked about Courtney's Black Griffin video much. But Courtney's Black Griffin video is probably the worst Black Griffin video. It is insane. Her facts in it aren't even right. She starts making accusations about, like, the age at which Gabe first met Claire, how many times they'd met the actor, because it's all from, like, schizo people. And she's never apologized for it. She's like, no, okay. The age gap, guys. The age gap means it's grooming. No, like, this is part of the problem, and I'm going to keep repeating this. Courtney's understanding of what grooming and pedophilia are is so fucking hazy. It's so broad brush that this is why people are questioning the Lily accusations. Because most people have never heard Courtney herself talk about what,
Lily apparently did to her. So when you start throwing out broad brush, weak allegations against people, people are going to go, hey, listen, what about these other things you've said? That's how people work, you fucking retard. And it's taking all my strength, really, to not think the same thing to some extent, because I've never looked at detail into the Courtney Pete Lily Orchard allegations. I've never done it. I didn't see a reason to. But like, again, now I'm kind of sat here being like, maybe I fucking should. You know what? Just because, again, it doesn't make any real fucking difference in the case of Lily Orchard, in my opinion. Lily Orchard wrote Stockholm. Lily Orchard is into fucking pedophilic incest shit. And it's obvious that she is. So I'm not sure you need Courtney. But, I mean, the fact that she's having orgasm conversations with 14-year-olds and talking about her upcoming suicide event, I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. Only way I'm getting through this is playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, one of the best games out of Ubisoft to ruin the franchise with Japanese lesbian in feudal Japan. Dude, I was actually looking at that recently. Do you know what Rogue, like Assassin's Creed Rogue is like an underrated classic, though I really like Unity. Okay, Unity's also really, really, really good. The thing about the Courtney Lily accusations is that Stockholm, as I understand it, reflects the accusations Courtney made. Lily clearly fantasizes about Courtney a lot. Okay, that does make sense. That does make sense. Wait. Does that make sense? Look, I've read bits of Stockholm. Does that make sense? Because that okay. Okay. I might have a look. I might have a look down the road. Again, Lily's a piece of shit. I don't think this changes anything, okay? I don't think any of this changes anything about Lily. I also got to admit I never read Stockholm. Because I've read bits of Stockholm, and I'm trying to understand how that reflects on Courtney. Like, legitimately. Because, like, Courtney would have been abused by Lily when Lily was still a minor, right? Am I getting timelining right here? Lily was still a minor at the time. Stockholm is a story about adult characters. Like the adult characters. Stockholm is multiple fanfics? Is it? Fucking hell. Okay, listen. Yeah, it's like 10 to 14 she was. Dude. Just a retard with 2. Courtney sounds like Peaches on Jenny Craig. Jesus Christ. It's a massive read. This is the problem. You can't really, like, fucking dig into Stockholm that clearly. Because, you know... it's incredibly fucked up. I think Courtney saying that her brother molested both her and Lily does explain how we got to this point. What the fuck? I literally have never heard that before. What? That's why I never bothered. It's too long. Who really wants to bother? Dude. I mean, yeah, again, it's... Dude. It's so fucking bizarre. Anyway.
Hang on a second. Let me... That's not what I want. Am I at the right... Words. Yeah, I'm at the right mic. Wait, where's the thing? Hang on a second.
There's something fucked up about that family. All the kids are crazy. I mean, dude. YMS just dropped the wall of text under my video. Holy shit. Well done, Nick Andros. Someone got molested by someone for sure, but it's too twisted not to. Yeah, dude, I don't.
No.
There's definitely saying, oh, stickers? Okay, before we get into Courtney doing whatever the fuck she's doing, please enjoy these stickers, everybody. Dude, you guys are smashing it tonight. So I went live at midnight. I was not expecting anyone to actually fucking show up. Dude, thank you guys so much for coming and chilling. I much appreciate it. You guys are, as always, super fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Can't wait for the accusations that I'm monetizing a victim or some shit. I can't wait. It's gonna be so... That'll be in KP's next response video. I want to point out that Beckett monetizes all his content because he's a bad person and he only cares about making money and getting clicks on YouTube. That's what it'll be. That's what it will be. Also, did you notice the fact that that KP said, I have publicly cut ties with Courtney? Because I heard behind the scenes that they were talking again. I think that's very interesting. Also, I don't think you get to apologize to people. Like, just be like, yeah, I don't talk to Courtney anymore. Like, I thought that was ridiculous. No. It's like, I couldn't defend her actions, so I'm publicly distancing myself from her. Dude.
We'll throw this. Put it closer to my face.
Did you see the Deaf Noodles campaign video? Yes, I still don't believe it's real.
But
I can't, I refuse.
I don't want you guys to have to hear my mouth sounds. Is that better? I could just yell, but I don't really want the neighbors to have to hear me either. Anyway. Well, not anyway. I kind of gotta wait to hear if this is better. I'd like to have music on this stream, but I can't because my last stream, I had too many copyright claims, and the stream got blocked globally, so I need to turn this one into an actual video, and monetization or not, I need it to stay up, so. Okay.
The fuck? Dude, wait. This is insane. Courtney can make videos. Why would she look at it this way? Hold on, Courtney has made videos. Just make a video. Why would you need to turn the stream into a video? How fucking desperate are you? What the fuck? I mean, that didn't happen.
Okie dokie. Appreciate the, technological help. Or technical help? Yeah, technical. Sound check 1 2 1 2. If it's a more serious stream, then I won't donate because it takes attention away from the people on chat. It's time for.
If it's a more serious stream, I won't donate because it takes attention away from people on chat. Fuck me. People, listen, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people need to get a fucking grip, okay? Some people need to actually get a fucking grip. Please. I beg you, okay? Listen, if you're... I'm making a new rule, okay? There's a new rule. If you've got serious accusations that are like life ruining and this is destroying your life, maybe get off the fucking internet. Do you know what? Maybe just get off the internet. Maybe this isn't working, okay? We've tried it for years. It doesn't work. It's just dude, the gayest shit as well. I hate this thing of, yeah, well, listen, guys, this video is really serious, so please don't like and subscribe. Don't give me any money. Dude, you're a YouTuber. All of us are YouTubers. We're all here for attention on the fucking internet. We know what we're doing. You want to hear your voice heard. You want people to like and subscribe. You want people to donate money to you. You want to get traction. That's the reality. That's the reality. Do you know how I know it's the reality? Because the only reason somebody would focus a channel and talking about sister would then go after somebody like Black Griffin is for clout. This is a clout. This is a, oh no, I can do more. I can be like the voice of victims. We all know what this is. We know what this is. Just, I hate the dishonesty of it. It's so gay. 100 answer with the 5. I don't want you to hear my mouth sounds talks anyway. True. KO cast member for 17 months. Don't break back at We Need You. True. Courtney could have made a Brad Taste video. Dude, just be honest about why we're all here, okay?
What?
Becky, congratulate Anthony's for going father. Listen, I know. Listen, I do talk to Ant. Yeah, dude, it's around the time, isn't it? Congrats, bro.
It's time for me to go over a bunch of things for the millionth time and then turn it into a video because I'm just tired of talking about it and hearing about it, and oh my god, I'm just so tired of hearing about it. And apparently, because I didn't care enough to fucking talk about any of it, yeah, it was in honor of the odds. But apparently, because I don't care about any of it enough to make a response video, that means I'm avoiding criticism. So fuck it, we ball, I guess. It was for Ozzy. It's okay. I'm just upset it got blocked. Like, I'm fine with losing monetization. I was just upset that the stream got blocked because then now nobody can watch it. I mean, I can, but anyway. What are the few things that I'm going to go over today? So we're going to go over the KP video and the live chat attached to that.
That's it. Platinum Ether, that's what Courtney looks like. Beckett, you need to compensate for me waking up, opening a stream, and seeing this creature. Thank you for you give me money. Thank you for the $7 Canadian, Platinum. She breathes hot cigarette smoke into a mic. That thing is caked in ash. Look, I can't criticize her for smoking. It's not like I'm not sat here smoking every single fucking stream, okay? I'm not...
So me and Super Kirby Lover, I'm going to go over the accusations that I have apparently groomed a child.
Times 2. Okay, we will actually speed it up. Wait, what?
So me and Super Kirby Lover, I'm going to go over the accusations that I have apparently groomed a child, because there's also just the way that accusation has just snowballed into ridiculousness is kind of
Yeah, it's almost crazy, isn't it, that people level accusations at somebody and then you're forced to defend yourself like off very little evidence. That's really wild, Courtney. I can't imagine that happening to somebody. Wouldn't it be crazy if you kept doing that to people? Wouldn't that be insane? Yeah, no, I can't believe that people are saying this about me. All I did was I just told her to get a mirror, okay? That's it.
entertaining to me, but I'm gonna talk about that. And what else? What else have I been tired of over-explaining? Being like...
It's so crazy they're coming with more evidence than you have ever had. Yeah, like, this is the truth as well. There is more evidence that Courtney Pete is a groomer than there is that Saber Spark is a rapist. That's the reality. That's the actual reality she's in. Absolutely fucking insane.
Convoy and us apparently being friends. Do you want to make a list or something? Yeah, I should.
Wait, is she going to talk about Lio? Okay, so one of the things that happened was, like, a lot of people were like, well, Lio's going to get dragged into this Courtney shit. And, like, Lio definitely got dragged into the Courtney shit at the beginning. Like, mostly because he was, like, dragged in with KP, because they've been friends for years. But, like, Lio, I don't think has ever hardcore defended Courtney. I think his position was largely he didn't want to, like, do anything to provide any kind of defense for Lily Orchard, which is the stance that a lot of people have had. I know a lot of people... Now, I know several commentators from, like, core commentary community who have refused to cover Lily Orchard, but also don't want to go and cover Courtney because they don't want to provide a defense. That's a really common fucking narrative I hear. And I actually, no word of a lie, it's one that I myself have, like in this stream said, I didn't want to do this stream. I was a while ago thinking about doing something Courtney, and then I was just like, I'm not doing it. But here we are. Starbird with the 5. Like, why do people watch her again? She's not a gamer, she's not an artist, and she doesn't do reactions like you'll do. Like, what is her purpose? The purpose of Courtney Pete is that at one... She's like, the key victim in the Lily Orchard stuff. That's it. Courtney Pete is a professional YouTube rape victim. And if that sounds insane to you that we've reached the point that that's a thing you can be, it's because it is. That's fucking mental. What has happened to this fucking world where, like, we have, like, professional rape victims? Because this was her, like, thing with the whole Emmy stuff. She's like, well, I can talk about Emmy's rape because I'm an expert on sexual assault. And I said at the time, do you know who the last person to talk about rape should be? Somebody who's a victim of rape. I know this seems like a weirdly controversial position to some people, but if you are emotionally invested in something, it is going to bias you in such a way that it actually makes it hard for you to be objective. And this is the same thing with the Saber Spark stuff. Courtney can't get a read on the Saber Spark stuff because she herself just sees, oh, this person must be a victim, so I have to defend them. I'm also a survivor of assault. I don't talk about it because that shit sucks. Yeah, like, again, you shouldn't be putting this stuff out there. There are things that, like, you and your experiences make you crap at covering. In the same way, by the way, like, we'll just bring up the Destiny stuff. We'll bring up the Destiny stuff and the Pixie stuff. I fucked up elements with the Pixie story, quite seriously, because of my emotional investment in it. Because I get so fucking angry about the politics space and what I see within it, I fucked it up. And like it makes me less like again, I'm working on this food shops video, this Orbiter video thing, and there's a proviso of that whatever I put out actually is probably going to be far more biased than what I normally produce as a creator. And an audience should be aware of that. I should be aware of that. You should know that going in. Because that's the reality. This is one of the reasons politics content in general is so fucked, because everyone's emotional investments are so heavy that very few people can objectively cover anything to do with politics. It almost never happens. Just to go with the 5, oh, I can't wait to see her crash out in your comment section again. I mean, again, like, no one's paying attention to it. That's the joke. Like, Courtney does these fucking long posts and argues with people, but it's just like, no one's paying attention. No one's siding with her except for one fucking weirdo on Twitter. Absolutely can't wait for you, Food Shots vid. I've said to somebody else that I had to scrap a lot of it and rework it, so I don't know when it will be out, but I am doing it. It'll be extensive. Because we're going to talk about Wick, we're going to talk about tomfoolery, we're going to talk about Erudite. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. What's up, Lazy?
I'll forget. Don't become a YouTuber, guys. It's not worth it. Okay, so yeah, I got a pen and paper here. I'm all ready. So we got Super Curvy Lover. We got the grooming allegations. Lyle Convoy. I think that may have been it.
I hope you get the balding pedophile Stale that runs livestream fails Reddit. I'm playing with the idea of putting Stale in it, yeah. I will say that. Dude, that guy fucking sucks. This is about the pedophile
so we
comment,
about the whole KP versus Saber Spark thing. Not exactly the whole thing, but like my involvement. So like the live chat where everybody was mad at me about the live chat. What else? Yeah,
so for those of you who need a little reminder, the reason people were mad at her about the live chat is because people were in the live chat of KP's video, including Chris Chan, by the way, being like, oh yeah, guys, you know, this video misses the mark. It's a little bit fucking weird. You've got a load of memes in there. And it's kind of fucking crazy that you're putting this out. And Courtney's there like, you don't understand rape to people who are also fucking sexual assault victims. She's like, you don't understand. You're just talking down about it. And it's a very serious talk. Absolutely fucking insane. Also, while we're here talking about that, by the way, I saw a very, very interesting comment on KP's channel. Give me a second. Let me find this. Because KP put out a post recently, and dude, this has 50 comments and 32 likes. I don't know if many of you post posts on YouTube, but you know it's actually really very difficult to get like not many likes on a comment post. Like some of my best engagement is on YouTube posts just because it's so easy for people scrolling through just to like it and you don't see them very much. So to have 32 likes and 50 comments on a fucking YouTube post is actually wild. Where was it? We'll go to newest because I saw it earlier today. And there's a reply comment somewhere, unless she's deleted it. And I want to. How does this happen twice? A Lamau. Fuck, where is it? I would like to know why the Lily video was handled so much better than Saber & Co. An editor at the time monitored and fought to tell Rachel to remove jokes and memes from the Lily video because it will end up a severe backlash like where she is right now. By the way, the editor and Rachel team were unpaid because, which is baffling. So I don't know if this is true, but looking at KP's videos, I believe this. I think that one of the reasons that a Lily video wasn't so much of a fucking mess, because this makes perfect sense, is because like the editor, like people were like fucking holding KP's leash. It is true, I can confirm. Yeah, so again, KP is just fucking retarded. She doesn't understand reality. It's like you saw the warnings beforehand, motherfucker, in your last video. I don't have the evidence on hand, but it is true. If you do find it, send it to me, because I might... Look, I doubt we're done with KP. Just to go with the two, ticks me off how her and KP gave Lily a shield. I mean, again, I think this is one of the big things we say with people who've done kind of fucked up shit. You don't want to provide people with an out. I say this all the time, by the way. It's why you should only ever run allegations that you can, like, either prove or ones you can't prove. And you can see me do this in the KP video, where, like, anything that I don't, like, can't prove that's, like, a severe allegation, like the sexual harassment claim that, that KP made at this convention. I was like, I can't cite a source for this. But, like, that's the story, and I spoke to KP about it, right? So you should always be careful about that, because otherwise you end up in this weird fucked up position. You end up in this weird fucked up position where your overzealous accusations will be the defense. This is what happened with Spoctor, by the way. It's really evident that in the recent Spoctor stuff, Spoctor would have been burnt if it wasn't for the fact that they made claims that he was, like, dating an 8-year-old, which were untrue. And the minute those claims that were so serious were disproven, everything else just falls apart. This is why when you're making claims, sometimes you'll come across things that don't look as bad, and you'll be like, okay, these are the ones that I actually have to stick to. You can't go with the fucking crazy nuke if you can't prove it. It's not worth it. You will only help the person you're attacking. It's very funny to me they fell out with Xena and Poppy because Poppy Xena tried to take control of the movement against Lily. Then they just hijacked it from other victims by centering Courtney. Yeah, I mean, again, this is the main thing with Courtney, right? Like, Courtney's like, with the Psy and Anthony stuff. Now, everyone's aware of my opinions of Psy. I don't like Psy, okay? But at the same time, like, when all this started, I am still actually very much on Psy's side. Like, Courtney going to Psy and trying to dictate what her content should look like, how she has to act when engaging with Lily is bullshit. You don't get to do that to content creators. Now, I have my own opinions about covering Lily's media stuff, because as I've said before, I think that people focusing on the media stuff is a shield Lily uses, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to do it, okay? That doesn't mean, like, again, you can go, well, that's a criticism, but it doesn't fucking matter. I'm sorry, if someone is a YouTuber, they can make whatever fucking content they like. You don't get to police them. You don't get to be like, oh, well, you're not dealing with the story how I want you to deal with it. I hate this kind of, like, victim control thing. Like, if you position yourself as a victim advocate, that's one thing. But I don't think Psy did that. Psy went after Lily for their media takes. That's how, like, Psy's content began. That's how many people have dealt with Lily. And that is completely legitimate, because you don't get to control other people's content. I'm sorry, you just fucking don't. One of the things with the Lily Orchard stuff as well is, like, there's this argument you can't criticize other people involved in the Lily Orchard story unless you have covered Lily Orchard. Now, I'm fine, because I have covered Lily Orchard many times over the years. Admittedly, not on this channel, though I have talked about her a little bit. But, like, back in Twitch, I did multiple streams on Lily. I've followed the Lily story for a very long time. But at the same time, it's like, no, you can actually just criticize whoever the fuck you want. You're a YouTuber. You don't get to police people like some fucking gay pedophile Stasi. I don't know what the fuck this is, okay? It's just annoying. So yes, even when I dislike Psy, I will give her that defense, because I think it is the reality. Sorry.
I think that may have been it.
Yeah, and the thing is with Lily is my approach was, if you discredit Lily as a critic, it cuts her out from new victims. So I had a similar mentality. I mean, again, like, there are people who are just watching Lily for their media criticism. Those people do exist, so I can see that as an argument. I don't think it's invalid. Again, I just, like, yeah, so much of this is so fucking hyper gay. It's so cringe. I thought Courtney's story was Psy was because allegedly Psy decided to disguise the channel to look like Lily's for April Fools or something, and Court thought it was disrespectful. That's also true, but once again, I will say, Who cares? I'm sorry. I literally do not. It's you want to like fucking meme on somebody. If somebody like dresses up as Trump for Halloween, for example, you can't turn around and be like, that's disrespectful for people who are being deported. No, like, stop fucking joke policing. I'm sorry. And Courtney was already going at Sai from what I understand, because Courtney wanted Sai to make a very specific video. The truth is that the June the King video is out on Lily. And the reality, like, nobody is going to make a bigger video on Lily than that. Nobody. That's just the reality of where we are. When Lily comes up, it is going to be the June the King video. And once that is made, once that is out there, everything else just becomes, well, you can keep piling on noise, but the noise is meaningless at this point. Lily has been around for a significant period of time. We are where we are, okay? Courtney manipulated the story about April Fool's video to justify her being mad. Yeah. Courtney's issues with Sai started because Sai considered doing a live react to June's video, and Sai felt it would be a bad idea. Oh, yeah, I did hear this, actually. Because again, this isn't... I don't want this to come across as mean, because I don't want it just to come across as me being bitchy, because this is not how I mean it. But videos, like, Sai's channel is not really a victim advocate channel, and trying to turn it into one is fucking weird. Sai is a media analysis channel. Okay, whatever else other problems you have with Sai or whatever, it's just recognize her channel for what it is. She talks about fucking cartoons. Man with a 5. If you're going to be annoying and online, get a decent mic. True. Just to go with the 2, except maybe Tro. What are we going with Tro? But like, dude, I don't know enough about Tro, but I don't want him to stop being a treasure. So it's being dumb and stupid. Wow, it's another day that ends in white, dude. There's fucking chat, guys. And then I made fun of Jar, who Courtney thought was a child molester. Yeah, because again, Courtney throws out like the most insane fucking accusations all the time. And why does no one believe me anymore about the Lily stuff? Stop throwing out random allegations that make no sense, and then more people will believe you, bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because...
Oh, Tro could probably do a good video on Lily. Yeah, actually, Tro would do a good job.
That's what I keep having to repeat myself. So, I guess we'll start with the grooming one. And for those who don't know,
guys, I think we'll just start with a little bit of grooming, guys. Let's just start with the grooming, guys.
Someone who went who was known online as Fennec Fox made a document about me, a Google Doc. And in that Google Doc, they claimed that I was grooming children. And their proof of that was to say that I groomed a kid, What was your proof in the Saber Spark stuff? What was your proof in the Black Griffin stuff? What, like a load of out-of-context screenshots? Dude, every time I talk about this, I get closer and closer to making a Black Griffin video. I swear to fucking God, dude. I really do. I'm gonna do the soggy cereal thing. I'm gonna fly out to America and interview Gabe while he's flying a plane or some shit. That's how I'll do it. We'll just turn it into a fucking meme. I don't know. If Tro covered the ACC, he would have a stroke. That is also true. Redheaded YouTuber. Thank you for the 2. Instructed them on how to masturbate. This is the claim, and that apparently I also groomed them into sexual deviancy with somebody they didn't know. This is what's been claimed. This is why some people online say, "Oh my God, Courtney's a pedophile," because apparently I groomed a child. So I'm not gonna name that kid because I'm not trying to send harassment to a kid for asking me a question and then me answering it, just because a bunch of people want to turn that into something it isn't. Anyway, so what had happened was this minor had, oh God, not the Google Doc accusations, not all the Google Doc accusations, just this one. That's the only one I'm focusing on. So this minor had approached me around the time I don't even think I had made the video yet. My video, it was around in between my video and...
That kid got rape threats for months? The fuck? Why? What?
Oh my god, her mic quality is atrocious. Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know when she recorded this. Maybe she was homeless at the time. I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this is. I mean, it's just basically, hey, it's like the fucking Crackhead Diaries. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, bro, come the fuck on. It's we haven't even got to the insane shit, by the way. Like, hold on, where's the one that's like fucking crazy? Right, okay, this is the stream that got deleted. And so there is an archive of it. And it is, I've watched about 5 fucking minutes of it, and it is the most cracked out shit I've seen in ages. It's absolutely fucking wild. Metal Man with the 5. After hearing KP and now Courtney's awful audio today makes me want to crash out, dude. Glad I could help, Metal Man. Thank you for the 5. Also, guys, you heard the goal. Thank you so much. Please enjoy these absolutely awesome stickers from one of the mod team. Much appreciated there. Much appreciated there, guys. As always, you guys are awesome. You're fucking killing it. I'm super proud of you. Listen, Courtney may be a terrible internet parent, but I'm a good one, and I'm massively proud of you, okay? You guys are the best. Oh, fuck my life.
The live streams, or was it? No, I think it was after the video. My timelines could be a little specific, the specific timeline might be off because I don't keep conversations with people that I'm done talking to. Like, I don't archive every conversation I've had with somebody, so I can't just pull this up on Discord to look at it. So this kid had, I think they were 14 or 15. They'd approached me out of the blue.
I'm sorry, let me get this straight. So again, you're admitting that they're 14, 15. They just approached me out of the blue, guys, and I was like, yeah, you know, grab a mirror.
And it just asked me, and like, it wasn't even, can I ask you something? It was just, are you broken if you'd never orgasmed? And, so, weird question to get out of the blue, right? Also, it could, words, let me try and sound more, eloquent here. So this kid messaged me and asked me if they're broken because they've never orgasmed, which was an odd question to get out of the blue, but it's a very common question that people have at that age, and I know this because, like, it was the most common question asked in health classes, in my health classes when I was that age and in school, when we were learning about sexual health. So, where I went wrong is I answered the question. I answered it with,
yes.
like, verbatim what was told to me and my peers when we were that age asking that question. Now, that's where I went wrong, because I just shouldn't have answered the question, and if I could go back and undo it, I just wouldn't answer the question.
If a child who is not yours asks you about adult things, you shouldn't answer it. It's not complicated. Thank you, Just to Go with the Fuck. Here's the thing as well. Like, again, if you like dragged through my DMs with people who I've even thought are minors. So like, for instance, one person who's like, I won't name them for like as a chatter. But one person who like he messaged me like, this is a couple of months ago, but it's because I'd made one of my streams members. He wanted to watch it. He said, oh yeah, no, I'm at school and I can't watch the end of it. And I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna unmembers it, but you're in the Discord and things. I need to make sure, are you under 18? Because this is an over 18 space. Like, straight, very blunt. He was like, no, I'm at university. But like right off the bat, you just, dude, I was like, because if you are under 18, we cannot have a conversation at all. Like with another person, the only person, I bring this up constantly, the only person who I've ever had on this stream who is underage was a 17-year-old asking a political question. She's not even on this stream, it was on Twitch. In very, very insane controlled situation. And then, because I was like, you're under 18. That's like, there's no memeing, there's no taking the piss out of you, there's no like shit talking, you want to talk about this thing. I was a political streamer at the time. I'll do that for you. It's like the only time. And even then, like, I don't know if I'd even do that again. It's because it was so specific. The way you as an adult interact with like young people online is you probably just fucking shouldn't. The risks are so fucking high. It's why you don't keep anyone around you or anyone in any communities. And, you know, Will, like, DA Games, Will, is, like, suffering from this, right? Will's had, like, a load of fucking minors in his community. And
I mean, maybe this is a hot take. If you're a channel that runs like a kids kind of content, I actually would maybe argue you probably shouldn't have a Discord. I don't think you should. Because, like, you're just... Firstly, you're putting yourself at risk, but also, you can't moderate everything. If you look at any of the stuff that's happened in the Minecraft communities and everything, it's all, like, adjacent people. This is the same shit that happened with the Mr. Beast stuff and the Chris Tyson stuff. It's like, you don't know and don't have the same level of control. You know, you should know this. You have to know this. You are the adult in the room. Especially when they ask shit like that. Yes, ban and block. Ban and block. And you might be like, that's really mean. That's really mean. Ban and block. In fact, actually, I'd say with the current Chuli and Ponder stuff, I think there's a really solid argument somewhere that Ponder should have never, like, become friends with Chuli. I think there's a pretty solid argument for that. How hard is it to not interact with minors online? I'll be honest, from experience, not that hard. Really not that difficult. I think, like, again, if somebody highlights that they're underage to me, it's ban and block. It's actually not that difficult. Mashinette, thank you for the 5.
Now, nowhere in that answer were there instructions on how to masturbate, because I didn't even talk about the kid orgasming. I was speaking about sexual health in general. So, like, just, you know, orgasm is a very personal thing.
Wait, hold on. Is that even true? Let me just go and look at these messages again. Hold on a second. What did you say? Because I feel like... I feel like that's not entirely fucking accurate there. Where's the screenshot? Don't be embarrassed. It's called exploration. It's normal at your age. It was best. Was it the best choice? Probably not. No, it's a screenshot. She said something about using a mirror. Okay. Suggested was something I didn't recognize very appropriate until very recently. I told them about how I didn't know how to do it right, which Courtney recommended using a shirt and asked me if I have a mirror to look down there. Well, that's a claim from the minor. That's not in general terms. That's talking directly to the minor about how they'd go about doing something like that. I think you're just lying here.
Different for very...
I don't think Courtney is lying. I think she's just delusional. Courtney has Peter Pan syndrome. I mean, meth will do that to you.
You know, for everybody, you know, most people don't, not even most people, nobody knows what they want unless they, you know, go through exploration, self-exploration, and exploration with others. And it was just very, very clinical, all the same stuff that was told to us by, you know, the adults around us when I was that age and we were all asking them those questions ourselves. So there's no instruction, no nothing. There was some mention in the claim that I had told them to get a mirror and use a t-shirt. I don't even know the context of that because I don't remember saying anything about a t-shirt, and the only thing I said about a mirror was that that's what they told us to do when we were that age, was if you don't understand, you don't know your body and you want to learn about your body, get a mirror and look at your fucking body. Like, obviously they didn't.
Remember, always be on the lookout for the reverse predator. True, Metal Man, thank you for the 5. Bro. Okay, I don't feel like I need to point this out, but because Courtney's retarded, I will do so. Are you a sexual health educator? Are you in sexual health education, Courtney, or not? Because if you're not, then I feel like maybe you shouldn't be having these conversations. I know, wild idea.
So again, where I went wrong was answering this question, and I just wish I hadn't. But at this point, not that I'm making excuses here, but at this point,
she proceeds to make excuses.
I was in the naive mindset of I'm going to try and help everybody and be there for everybody, which this was the conversation and the question that made me kind of realize afterwards, oh God, I gotta take a fucking step back. Damn, I cannot be doing this. This is, nope, I'm not here to raise other people's kids. This is too much. I'm getting too much. I'm gonna stop doing this. And I stopped answering questions.
Hold on, weren't people in her Discord calling her mom? Like, at least when people call me Daddy Beckett or something, they do it because they know it's weirdly uncomfortable. Like, it's a meme about being uncomfortable, okay? It's not a serious... the only person who actually consistently calls me Daddy Beckett is older than I am. I'm uncomfortable. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you, just to go over the 2.
Questions and, like...
So I want to debunk the grooming accusations. I actually did say those things to that minor. What a winner. True. Thank you, Gilla, with a 5.
I stopped accepting like friend request. Like, well, I'll accept a friend request and then I'll ask how I can.
Who calls me that? Kicken calls me that. She does it because she knows it's weird. Okay. And it's like everyone's here as an adult. As far as I'm aware, everyone in my audience is above the age of 18. And I constantly say, should be. I'm sure some of the lurkers aren't. But like at the same time, it's like, guys, this isn't content you should be watching if you're under 18, in my opinion.
Help you, and if like the first thing out of your mouth or somewhere in your profile is that you're
Sounds like, makes me sound like a priest. What are you doing, Minimatic? Fucking hell.
And then I'll ask how I can help you. And if like the first thing out of your mouth or somewhere in your profile is that you're a minor, I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna delete you from my friends list and not answer you. Like, I don't do that anymore. Learn my lesson the fucking hard way. So Fennec turned that around to say that I had groomed this kid into teaching them how.
I'm full of surprises, Anthony. Let's continue on and pretend this conversation never happened. Dude, the Google Doc on me is going to be fucking brutal, isn't it? One day there's going to be a Google Doc on me and I'm just going to be reading through it like, yeah, yeah, I stand by this. Cry about it. Fuck it. Just Daddy Beckett calling me out like that. Thank you for the 20 Swedish crowns kicking. Fuck me. Okay, anyway. Look in.
How to masturbate. And where Fennec got that is because in the same conversation, once we had gotten off that topic, because I answered the question and they moved on to, okay, I'm getting bullied at school and this is what's happening at school. People are putting their hands on me at school and the teachers aren't doing anything about it. So I told this kid how to, if someone's grabbing you, how to take their fucking hand off of you, which is you grab their middle finger and you bend it back until they either let go or something breaks. And literally, it's you grab the middle finger and you bend it back as far as you can until they let go. And Fennec in his, because I don't remember Fennec's pronouns, Fennec in their, all of their 21-year-old wisdom read that and said, oh, Courtney, middle finger, there was a question about orgasm, she must be instructing them on how to finger themselves. Because, like, bending back I don't even want to know. I don't even want to get in that debate. But no, that's, like, Fennec just can't read at that point. So no.
Hold on, Leia. That's not what you said? Wait, what did she say, Leia? Lila? Sorry. Fucking going blind. Please stop talking, lady. Dude. So if it hadn't backfired, she'd still be doing it. Yeah, probably just a girl, because this woman is retarded. Okay? Like, of course she fucking would. Don't worry, I was only teaching a child how to enact violence on another child. I mean, there's a whole section where she's talking about, talking about this other kid's dick. I don't know. Something people need to be aware of is that they still get in trouble for doing something and not knowing that the other person is a minor. A minor won't get in any trouble for leaving it out. True.
I didn't groom a child. Now this kid did like hit me up a few other times with questions about like just they're a kid and they're stressed out about life and school and they want someone to complain to and they didn't feel like they could.
What she actually said was something about they had a little dick. Oh no, that was another thing. That was another thing that she's leaving out. That's another thing she's leaving out. I don't know if she's going to talk about the suicide stuff either.
To their mother. And the other spot I went wrong in is that this kid's mother would get mad at them and they'd have to delete all their accounts and then they'd make other accounts to message me on. And
bro, was that not a sign that this is a little bit fucking wild? Is that not a sign that what you're saying is kind of crazy? The fact that what's your normality? It's like, yeah, no, they kept messaging me on multiple accounts because their mother kept getting involved. Like, fucking what, bro? Oh, dude. Let me get this straight. She proceeds to debunk the grooming allegations by directly mentioning how she was having conversations about masturbation with a minor. Bruh, yeah. Leadhead had better mic audio than Courtney. True, actually. I mean, unironically. Not Courtney trauma dumping on a kid and then mocking everyone for being concerned about their mental health. Yes. Wasn't the accusation was that the minor thought you were a predator? I mean, the minor seems like uncomfortable, right, in the messages that they put out.
I should have cut the kid off. I should have cut the kid off, but I didn't. I was just like, okay, well, at that point I was entering the mindset of, I'm not here to raise somebody else's kid. I'm not doing the parenting for them. I'm not making decisions for them, blah, blah, blah. I should have still cut them off, but I didn't. I think the mom had found out about the conversation that where the kid had asked me if they were broken because they'd never orgasmed, and then they got in trouble for that. And I was talking about that at the time in my server in a very blasé kind of.
Notice how she doesn't show evidence. Courtney never shows evidence of anything. Let's just be real. I don't know why anyone would be surprised by this.
Way, because I just wasn't getting into details. And Fennec took that and then turned that around to accuse me of saying that I was trying to groom this kid to not listen to their mother, which just isn't the fucking case. Yeah. But yeah, so the whole Courtney groomed a kid is just not accurate. I answered a question, a sexual health question, and that's why, and again, that's where the snowball effect of oh, she downplays it and says it was sexual health. It's because the kid had asked me straight out if they were broken, if they'd never orgasmed, and then I spoke about the sexual health topic of orgasm in a general sense, you know, how it pertains to sexual health, because it does. So that's the grooming thing in a nutshell. I didn't groom a child. Just period. I've got no interest in children. I've got no interest in having a power dynamic over children. I've got no interest in raising somebody else's child. Now, I'm sure people have a field day going, why did you even feel comfortable answering that question? Well, it's because at that point in my life, I had already raised a kid for almost a decade, okay? I had already handled conversations with a minor about certain things, like why we don't masturbate in public, because the kid was 6 and 6-year-olds like need to learn privacy and shit. Like, I've had
I am deeply concerned. What? Wait. So you raised another kid? What was this? Like, when you said, wait, when was this? What? What do you mean? I've never heard this before. Listen, I'd already raised a child, okay? Wasn't my child, but like, I raised another child and I had the conversation with a 6-year-old on why they shouldn't masturbate. Like, what?
Conversations.
I should answer with a 10. She has the same vibes as people that would get drunk at my family's house parties and talk to kids about their divorce or financial problems. The ones you've never seen before, bro. I feel like I've let my nephews and nieces down. I don't think they have any insane stories of me doing shit like that. I actually don't think I think I've been like a really normal uncle. That's disappointing. Listen, I'm the single uncle with no kids. Why have I not turned up to like Christmas and been like and traumatized my nephews and nieces? Terrible. I suck. I suck as an uncle. Meth, not even once. True, Metal Man. Thank you for the 2.
Handled conversations with
It'll be the better remembered ones. Oh, 1. Jesus. Dude. My nephews and nieces are so much more together than any of like me or my siblings ever were. It's actually wild. We don't know how it's happened. They're all like super together and normal. It's fucking crazy. Wait, is that Courtney? I just got here and thought just a minx was drinking again. Jesus Christ, Axis. Thank you for the 5.
Decade, okay? I had already handled conversations with a minor about certain things, like why we don't masturbate in public, because the kid was 6 and 6-year-olds like need to learn privacy and shit. Like, I've had conversations like that with kids, okay? So that's why I felt comfortable at the time, perfectly fine answering that question, because I've had those conversations with the kid I was raising, man. I had to have a conversation with the kid I was raising about how girls don't pee out their butt simply because I was sitting down on the toilet and he stands to pee. And before you ask why he even knew, the 6-year-old was in the shower and was not to be unattended, and there was only one bathroom and I had to pee. I said, don't look. The kid looks because he's 6 and all he sees is me sitting down. He got confused and started asking questions. Okay, so I've...
No 6-year-old does that just to go with... Listen, I've never raised a kid. I've got no fucking idea. And I don't remember what it was like being 6. I feel like this is a weird conversation to hear at any point. Yes, okay, we'll have a cleanser of some stickers. Holy shit. Please enjoy these stickers, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so confused. I'm finding out that, like, Courtney raised a kid. And, look, okay, I'll say this. This is probably not a conversation you should ever have on the internet. I don't know what it is about this. This conversation itself is very, very uncomfortable to hear. And I think the reason it's so weird is, like, listen, guys, it was understandable why Courtney had a fucking sex conversation with a 14-year-old, because she did it with a 6-year-old that she was raising, and this is the first time I've ever heard that Courtney raised a 6-year-old. What the fuck happened to this 6-year-old? When was this? What the fuck is going on? What do you mean? Weren't you, like, constantly homeless every now and again? Like, what?
I've dealt with this before. I've answered questions before. To the kid I was literally raising, who called me mom because I was his stepmother. Alright, so...
What? Somebody with a 5. Something ain't right about that family. First Lily, now this to Jen. Yeah, it's an ex? Dude, this is fucking weird.
Calm the fuck down. Courtney doesn't give a shit about minors.
Wow, that kid thought the worst thing that was going to happen to them was divorce. Jesus. Just to go with the 2. Gotta go to bed. Hope you guys survived the rest. Thanks very much.
Thanks for the 2. She's interested in them like Lily. Courtney has a very mothering attitude because I had to mother everybody as a child. It's the parentification. Do I do that anymore? No. Everybody's a stranger on the internet and I don't give a fuck about any of y'all. Which is... not true. I'm exaggerating there because I do still care about kids being safe on the internet. Hi, Bon. I'm addressing the grooming allegations at this second. Oh, fuck. I guess we should talk about that too. Perfect timing. Gee.
Courtney is not mothering. The problem is a lot of people who do shit like this view themselves as the parent figure of a group, right? And the problem with the parent figure, and you can't see me doing the little bunny ears thing, but like the problem with the parent figures of groups is that they're often the least adjusted person of a group, right? They're the people who, for one reason or another, actually have how's a good way to put this? People who are forced to mature very quickly, which I fully have no reason to believe that Courtney wasn't, often mature very badly. So they don't really understand, like, how other people are acting, or when people are being, like, fucking, you know, young people or kids and acting like kids, they don't see it in the normal context because they don't have a proper frame of reference for it. It's why mothers of groups often end up as crazy cat ladies. And, like, I'm not saying that's all crazy cat ladies, but it does often happen. I just answered with the 5. I just gave my mom a panic attack asking her what a hooker was at 6, and that's because I heard hooker cabinet in The Price is Right. Holy fuck. The friend mom in my college group turned out to be the most socially screwed up. Yeah, it's really off. It seems to happen really consistently. Call me out, Becca. I'm not calling you out, Pinker. Okay. You're very well adjusted. I think pairing this whole online interaction with something about raising the stepson to justify this weird shit makes her sound like a wicked stepmother. I don't think that's the intended effect. Yeah, this conversation's like really weird. I'm actually like trying to like stop myself saying something about Courtney actually raising a real fucking child. But like, it is really weird to hear this shit. Dude, the way she said, I'm just addressing the grooming allegations is amazing. It is kind of fucking crazy, right? Again, no evidence for this shit. But like, the problem is that Courtney's standard for evidence is you have been accused of this thing, therefore you must be guilty of this thing, or you act in a particular way, therefore you must be guilty. But when it comes to Courtney, it's like, I don't know why anyone would accuse me of this. It's so crazy. No, this is actually just your own standards being applied to you, you fucking crazy bitch.
Jesus Christ. All right, so the other The other grooming allegation, the other thing that ties into the grooming allegations that I kind of forgot till Bond just showed up is, Bond, sorry to call you out like this, called me mom for like...
Okay, bro. I'm glad you're here now. Let's talk about the time you called me mom.
Like 2 months when they were still a minor. Bond's like over
I'm sorry, what?
18 now. Or they're 18 now, but doesn't matter.
It's not bonk, it's bon. Sorry, what was that?
I forgot till Bond just showed up is, Bond, sorry to call you out like this, called me mom for like 2 months when they were still a minor. Bond's like over 18 now. Or they're 18 now, but doesn't matter.
They can't call me mum now they're over 18, okay? That's the rule. You can only call me mum if you're like 18, if you're 17 or younger. Okay, then you can call me mum. But once you're 18, you're on your own. It's like living in foster care, okay? Once you're 18, bye. Crazy when it comes to Griffin. The context of his relationship with Claire doesn't matter, but she's going to try and bring up context to her relationship with her fan base, and that's supposed to matter. Yes, Lazy. Dude, Lazy is so fucking based with some of these points. Absolutely. Like, here's the important thing with the Black Griffin stuff. Here's what matters. Like, when you look at the whole of like the situation in totality, like you don't just look at like these little interactions, which is all people like Courtney do. They look at the tiny interactions. When you look at all of it in its totality, who Black Griffin is, what sort of person he is, what sort of person Claire is, Claire's home situation, the fandom that existed at the time, it starts to become much more clear why their relationship has ended up looking the way it has. And the reality is that most of it is just driven by Claire. Because Claire is a very headstrong woman. She's in love with Gabe. She wanted a relationship. She pushed him into it. And Gabe, it's not like an abusive thing. Gabe is somebody who is like very autistic and didn't really ever think about stuff like that. But that's worked really well. I think one of the things that's like I've heard as a description of a relationship is like they're basically just like best friends. And there's like, that element and quality to it. But the twisting of this by people like Courtney and Bonk and others into this must be grooming, it must be pedophilia. Never mind the fact that Claire was an adult when she made that choice. It's because she was groomed and molested. It's all this shit is so fucking gross. It really is. Like, you've got somebody, like, let's look at the reality, like what I see as the reality of the Black Griffin situation. Claire had a pretty fucking weird home life with very controlling parents and has ended up in a position with a guy who deeply cares about her. She's happy. She's like formed into a strong, decent human being. And people have just tried to ruin her life over it because they like want her to be Sweetie Belle forever. I think it's actually really fucking gross. The only people who know whether that relationship is like good and wholesome and happy are fucking Claire and Gabe. That's it. Leave them the fuck alone. And like Courtney sat here being like, well, Saber Spark's definitely a rapist. He must be a rapist. Emmy was clearly raped. It's like Emmy by her own standards. Like, she's admitted this. Doesn't remember half the shit that's happened. And she lied at the time. That's the reality. And the fact that you are defending her, again, is abusive. Like, this is just like, Courtney is not a good person, and it's why people aren't going to have sympathy. Because if you can't sympathize with other people who are being attacked and abused, who have had fucked up shit happen to them, because false rape allegations are a fucked up thing to happen to you, everyone's just going to lose sympathy for you. And that's exactly what's happened to Courtney. Because this isn't the first time, by the way. I don't think I've ever spoken about this before, but one of the first conversations I ever had with Courtney was in DMs, and she just randomly accuses some like Twitter user of being a pedophile. Because there was some like guy with an alt account. She was like, I know who this actually is. This person's actually a pedophile. And I was like, would you have any evidence for this? And she was like, well, no. But, like, I can see it from the similarities, and it's somebody from Xena and Poppy's community, so they must be a pedophile. This was right from the off. This is a year ago. And I was like, okay, cool, well, listen, maybe she knows something. But it was quite clearly just a massive red flag. It's one of the reasons I started to back off pretty fucking quickly. But I was like, maybe she knows something I don't. I don't fucking know. Did you see the speed supersonic video on Emmy Jones? I didn't. I said yesterday while I was playing Mega Man, which is a fun streak. Dude, I had so much fun playing Mega Man. It was so good. I don't know how much I'll dig further into Emmy, right? But I don't think it really matters, because anything else Emmy has done almost doesn't matter to me in comparison to the Saber Spark stuff. Courtney just jumps into those hard accusations. Look, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if after this, all I hear is, well, Beckett from Cope and Seethe got angry because he's secretly a rapist or a pedophile or something. The difference is, unlike most people, I don't really give a shit if you say that stuff about me. It doesn't matter. You're a schizo person on the internet. Say what you want. Like, it's fucking whatever. Again, like, my issue here isn't that, like, Courtney's a groomer. It's that Courtney is, like, a massively, like, inappropriate with people and falsely accuses people all the time. That's the problem. And, like, I would argue that, like, there are more things in the world that are bad than just rape and, like, pedophilia, okay? Falsely accusing people of this shit and trying to ruin their lives is also bad, Courtney. This isn't, like, a fucking complicated, like, mathematical theorem. It's just, what you're doing is fucked up. That's it. It's very simple, and people are sick of your shit. That's where we're at. That's where we're sat right now, all comfy and cozy, just being like, fuck this bitch.
So Bon started calling me mom for a hot minute, and for like 2 months they called me mom in Discord servers, and in like other spaces and in chat. So people like to twist that into saying that I encouraged or made Bon call me mom. And Bon, I'm not asking you to defend yourself here. Like, you don't have to explain anything to anybody that you don't want to. I'm not here to put you on the spot. I'm just addressing it because you made me remember. Bon had problems, and Bon felt better calling me mom, and Bon asked me flat out, can I call you mom? And I went, kid, you can call me whatever makes you feel better, as long as you understand that I'm not your mother. As long
Bro, what the fuck, man? Yeah, of course you can call me mom if that helps you. Oh, no, okay, that's absolutely fine. Do you not think that if somebody is like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people. It's like, again, I'd say this about anyone who does predator hunting as well. I'd say this about people like Lyo. Because, like, this idea that you need to insert yourself in this way to, like, sort out everyone else's problems and become the solution is completely fucking insane. Do you know one of the reasons that Lyo fucked up the found family stuff? And again, like, he was obviously going to fuck this up. Everyone fucks up the found family stuff. But, like, Lyo in particular, I don't think he'd even disagree with this, is because he believed he could help. And, like, the intentions at some point were probably good. It's just that he's not a parent, and he's not equipped to deal with the fucking mental problems people like Jordan had. Because obviously Jordan was a fairly damaged person. That's, like, his fault, because he was the adult in the room who should have been like, no, you can't come and fucking live with me. What the fuck do you mean? But, again, it's like, learning those boundaries is such a basic fucking thing. You are an internet personality. You are a distant figure. You shouldn't be, like, building this kind of parasocial relationship with people. I know we meme on the stickers stuff here and the parasocial relationship like chat has with streamers and everything else, but there is a world of fucking difference to that to call me mom. Look, I don't have the certification to do this, but I think somebody should take her rape victim privilege card away. Jesus. There's a certain level of arrogance that people have when they think they can fix people. It's a flaw I clearly have, because I think I can help people like Courtney but can't. Yeah, like, I think everyone has to learn the hard lesson that you can't fix most people. You can't fix most people. You just can't. It's not your place to.
As long as you understand that I'm a stranger on the internet and what you call me doesn't change that, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. So Bon called me mom because it made Bon feel better. And then when they didn't need that, like, security blanket anymore, or that baby blanket, Bon stopped. Of their own accord. They stopped calling me mom. They started calling me Courtney. And it was like a span of 2 months. Because the kid was lost and needed an anchor, and that's what they picked. And I went, eh.
What do you mean? I'm like 5 stickers away from getting to know you in person. Holy fuck.
Nothing's changing, so I mean, if that's what makes you feel better is to call me mom, then go ahead. I called my friend's mom all the time growing up. Like, fucking Jesus Christ. It's
Do people need, like, I feel like we need, like, I feel like at school, you need to go through a lesson upon why the internet is not real life. Okay? Your relationships on the internet are not the same as your interactions and relationships that you have in real life. They're just not. Okay? I'm sorry. You can build friendships and things, but we all know that there is, like, a different dynamic to these online spaces. And one thing that's kind of interesting is, like, how, like, friendships, like, online friendships solidify when you meet a person in real life. Like Arcani. Arcani's a good example of this. Many of you will know Arcani in chat. I game with Arcani all the time. But I've met... Arcani was over in England for some work, and we met up and spent the day together, went and drank and, like, chatted shit and talked shop and all the other stuff. And that changes that, like, that solidifies the, like, dynamic of the friendship. It's actually, like, that IRL thing is actually really important. And people who miss that step with these online relationships, I think this is how you end up in a lot of the difficulties. It's like, well, you can call me mom if you want to. Just be like, no, you need to shut that shit down, bro.
There is a slight psychological aspect with minors, and this is how people end up calling their teacher mom or dad by accident, is there is a certain amount of instinct that kind of, like, leads kids to like assign like titles to attachments, right? So, like, certain attachments, if it's reminiscent in their brain of, like, the parental attachment, then they're gonna want to label it as such because it helps them understand it. And when they get out of, like, the child brain of my world revolves around adults, and they start realizing they're their own independent individual who will soon be an adult and part of that world, they get rid of those titles and those attachments, right? So yeah, when I was a source of comfort for Bon, they associated that with like a mother figure and called me mom. And when Bon started to realize that they too will be an adult, and other adults are not the center of your world, Bon just saw me as a random 30-year-old on the internet that they look up to for reasons and stopped calling me mom. Like, it's not a big deal. It really fucking isn't.
I'd like to remind people that this isn't, like, the way Courtney's painting these relationships is just ridiculous. Because Courtney doesn't just sit there and go, oh, you know, you can call me a mom if you want to. Courtney has sat in her general Discord talking about her potential suicide with these minors. Like, you are obviously fostering a very particular... For those of you who are in the Discord, and if you're not, join the Discord, it's, you know, it exists. But occasionally, I'll jump into Gen Chat. I won't even really discuss the dramas I'm in with people in the Gen Chat. I won't engage in that shit very much because, like, I don't think it's particularly, like, healthy with a, like, fucking community if I'm sat there being like, oh yeah, guys, you know, I hate this person and, you know, all this shit and like, my general chat is full of drama conversations about people either I'm having a spat with or maybe I'm covering, and I say very, very little, if and ever, anything about these people. Like, you won't find much in the Discord that I've said about Psy, for example. Because I'm just like, that's not really what the Discord is for. It's not a hug box to, like, make me feel better that a load of people can just agree with me in the general chat. And YouTubers who use their Discords in this way are fucking crazy. It is not chat or Jen's job to soothe your fucking ego. It's the gayest shit. And, like, in the same way, like, these people should not be your, like, go-to place to have a conversation about your homelessness or breakup. It's fucking retarded. No wonder you're fostering, like, no wonder people are building that particular kind of parasocial relationship with you. Metalman with the 2025 has taught me stupidity knows no age. True. Do you think her gender plays a lot into how she approaches things? Like, she doesn't see the issues of a woman talking about these things because she finds women safe? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think plenty of male creators do this as well. I don't really think it's a gendered thing. And I think plenty of female creators are smart enough not to do stuff like this. So I think it's very much to do with the fact that she is... I think it's... okay, I don't like doing the psycho read or anything. I think Courtney's just a very damaged person and is looking for some kind of connection or, like, to people to, like, listen to her and respect her, because like with most, and this is very common with YouTubers, I think a lot of YouTubers are people who in their real lives have no one who really listens to them, no one who really pays attention to them. They've never really achieved huge amounts. Like a lot of YouTubers don't have qualifications, they don't have like interesting sounding jobs, or maybe they've never even had a proper sort of like career track job or a corporate job. So like getting that kind of attention very suddenly, well, it really fucks with some of these people, because this is what they've always wanted. A lot of people, like at baseline, most people want to be respected. And for a lot of YouTubers, the first time they are ever respected, or anyone even cares about them, is when they start doing YouTube. I think it started as that, and she's gotten corrupted by 2 years of hugboxing enablers. I think there's probably a lot of truth to that as well.
There's a huge difference between somebody calling you something and you giving yourself that title. Okay, I don't sit here and I never sat here and called myself Bond's mom. Alright? I don't sit here and call myself anyone's internet mom. Okay?
I posted in general because of torts, because of mourning. Thank you very much, priestess. This is why I'm so glad I have corporate experience before coming to YouTube. It really helps. Yeah, again, like, I agree with Nicholas Diorio. I think YouTubers almost need to like be required to have a real job. And I know like some people get annoyed, oh, YouTube is a real job. Look, YouTube's a lot of work. You can put a lot of work into this stuff, but there is a world of difference between being a fucking content creator and working in an actual corporate environment and like a big boy adult job, okay? And you need to spend some time doing that at the very least before you start doing shit like this, because this shit will fuck you up. Like, humans are not designed. Like, again, right now there are around 300 people in chat, okay? We got like 300 live people watching. Most people are not like designed to have that kind of constant feedback, either positive or negative. They go like fucking crazy. Like it like feeds an ego in such a particular way. That's why a lot of people end up audience captured as well, because they've got again that constant flashing, you're doing well or you're doing bad. Dude, most people just can't handle it. Whereas you need that kind of like real world environment to kind of hammer into you that sometimes it just doesn't matter what a load of random fucking people on the internet think. It just doesn't. Like, there are so many times where I have like gone against chat, or I've gone against a particular narrative. I mean, funnily enough, with this whole shit with like this, something I said to Lazy, you know, there was a point where I ended up arguing with a lot of my friends from commentary over the iNabber allegations, because a lot of people, when the iNabber allegations came out during the I Am Alex stuff, were just like, yeah, it's not that much. I don't think Kirsty's got anything. I think she's just bitching. I was like, no, hold on. iNabber brought a dog in that he knew was a danger. His partner was bit multiple times. She had to get fucking stitches, and he kept the dog around. I think there's obviously something here that's kind of fucked up. You can like disregard most of the rest of the statement, but there's definitely stuff with the iNabber. And I argued with other people in commentary over this. I took a massively unpopular position because I was like, no, I think Kirsty is a victim. What the fuck are you talking about? Just because she's not Alice and it's not I Am Alex doesn't mean you should just dismiss it out of hand. I thought I was incredibly fucked up. Just like occasionally, you need to like take a step back and be a fucking human being. And the best part of the thing is, at work, I don't talk to anyone and no one cares who I am. It's so humbling. And so, yeah, and again, like at work, dude, I have some of my colleagues who like, have asked, oh, what's your YouTube channel? Because I'm open about having one, because eventually somebody's going to be like, Beckett works here, and then I'm allowed to deal with it. So like everyone knows that I have a YouTube channel and what I do on YouTube. Like I'm very open about this shit. But at the same time, like, none of you are fucking seeing this. Are you kidding? Dude. Sat in the office having a conversation about rocks, and me coming up and being like, hey, have you heard about this crazy bitch who's a rape victim who's now like accusing everyone of being a pedophile? They think I was fucking mental.
I don't sit here and call myself the cool weed aunt on the internet. I constantly call myself a stranger on the internet. To all of you, even the ones who like me, even my fans, I am a stranger on the internet. Okay?
Well, you're certainly strange. Anyway, alright. Half my co-workers don't know how to use Office, let alone YouTube. Fucking hell, yeah, I've been there. Beckett, can you fix this Excel sheet? Not my job, but sure, fuck it, whatever.
It is dumb, but inevitably, like, now I can just turn this into a video and then direct people to it and be like, here you go, I'm not talking about it anymore. So that's the grooming thing. Alright, the I groomed a child to masturbate and I made a kid call me mom. Okay, no I didn't, and no I didn't. Fuck off. Trying to make you like Poppy or some shit. Yeah, or Psy, right? Exactly, Windy Bro.
I'm sorry, what? Ah, dude, okay. I don't want to get into the Psy allegations or any of that shit, but again, objectively, if you're gonna throw accusations like that at Psy, the ones being thrown at you are completely fair. I'm sorry, like, the fuck are you talking about? I don't know any position where Psy has, like, discussed the sexual health of a 14-year-old with them. Come on. She needs to conflate Psy and Poppy. Yeah, I mean, like, Poppy is, like, a completely different fucking ballpark, but Psy, for all her issues, like, dude, come on.
Alright, so are we gonna get into Lio? Yeah, we'll get into Lio next, and then we'll end off with the whole not Black Griffin, the Saber Spark video and the live chat attached to it and everything. Now the Lio bullshit or something. Okay, yeah. So I know this is grueling for you guys too. I believe it. So the Lio thing is, apparently I'm best friends with Lio, and I was in his server sicking him on people, and just, what is it, a whole bunch of other things. Mostly it's that, like, oh, Courtney's butt buddies and best friends with Lio. No, I literally don't know the man enough, okay? We've spoken a handful of fucking times. We're friendly with each other. Yeah, we got no ill will to each other. I was in his server. We've spoken about Psy, Anthony, and my sister. Okay, we have a mutual friend who's KP, alright? I think.
That's interesting. This is like a month ago. That is interesting. So you were friendly with KP very recently. Also, I will say this. Okay, I got a shout out, lol. Okay, so I will say this. Most people don't know this, but Lio's early interactions with Courtney are, like, incredibly negative, because Courtney wanted Lio to go after Lily, and Lio was like, there's, like, I can't remember what the actual reasoning for this one was, but I think it was something to do with, like, before, like, some of the other allegations came out, and Lio was like, I can't go to the police or anything with this. That was, like, Lio's description of it, and that really annoyed Courtney at the time. So this idea that their relationship had always been, like, positive just isn't really true. Now, as for the Lio and, like, Psy stuff, yeah, I think he definitely got, like, he had, like, obviously an interest around Psy. Now, I don't think many people know this. Like, the first time Lio ever talked to me about Psy, like, he mentioned Psy to me as, like, oh, yeah, no, this chick's wrong about some religious takes or some shit. I think it was something to do with Hell of a Boss. And, he wanted to talk about the religious stuff. That's how all this began from Lio's side. So I don't think it was even connected to Courtney or, like, KP or anything. And then it, like, spiraled into all this weird fucking gay war shit. Yeah, I thought it had to do with Brett. Yeah, I think it was to do with... So my understanding is... I haven't heard this call. But my understanding is that Courtney came to Lio with Brett, wanting Lio to do something. And Lio was like, I can't go to the police with this. That was my understanding. And this was after the call that I put out that Lio had with Brett. That's my understanding, but I could be getting my timeline wrong or misremembering because it has been a while.
Anyway.
Yeah, she became friendly with KP after she came out with her story, and KP's video about cutting ties with Lily Orchard features Courtney. KP cites Courtney as the reason she cut contact, which is also fucking mental, by the way. Like, dude. I said this before, like, there's something about the way KP cut contact with Orchard that's always sat a bit fucking weird with me.
Like, yeah, I've spoken with the man, and I'm civil with the man, and I'm friendly with the man, and I don't, like, give a shit about certain things, but, like, yeah, we're not best friends. I wasn't, like, magically in the Senate and best friends with Lio just because I was in a server, which I got booted from, by the way. His mod booted me. So, yeah, it shows you how much I'm friends with Lio. His own mod staff fucking
I gotta be clear as well. I don't really... I think I've posted in Cat's Lair, like, a grand total of something like 20 times in the entire time it's existed. One of which was to literally dunk on Courtney. Because Courtney got kicked, and I thought it was funny. And another was because people were, like, atting me over me, like, not attacking Mally or some shit recently. But, I do hear things about Cat's Lair, and everyone fucking hated Courtney. I think Courtney's the person that Lio had the most pressure to kick from the server that I've ever seen. They really wanted her gone, and Lio was like, well, I'm not kicking these people who are also doing this, like, saying this shit. It's like, let the mods deal with it, and the mods dealt with it. In the end, Courtney, I believe, accused one of the mods of something, or, like, implied one of the mods might be a pedo or a rapist or something to that effect, and the mods just got fucking sick of it and got rid of her. And honestly, how KP dealt with Lily was underhanded. It was very weird. She didn't get booted because she tried... didn't she get booted because she tried insinuating that one of the mods was a rapist? Yeah, I think... I don't have the screenshots. Someone sent them to me. But yeah, that's basically it. It was like... She had a load of fight because she was arguing with, like, Falgy and Chris the Narc, because they're both of them, like, dipping in there to, like, fuck around and, like, poke at people. Because they know Lio won't ban them. Like, Vlad, Chris, and Falgy have all had fun because Lio is like, yeah, listen, if people want to come in, as long as they're following the rules, whatever. So they've all come in to, like, fight with people. Because I don't get this, guys. I said the same thing a while ago. I don't get going to other content creators' discords to fight with people. It is the height of absurdity. You just look, you don't win. Everyone is looking at you on all sides being like, these people are insane. You're a content creator with your own platforms, and you're fighting in some random fucking discord. What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude.
booted me from his server. It's great. Love it. I don't actually care. I was in there for shits and giggles. Just 1 second, Chateau Plastique. I will get to questions once I have covered everything, just so I can segment this into a video. So yeah, so no, I'm not friends with Lio. No, I'm not sitting here saying, oh my god, I don't like Lio, and like he's a bad person, and I'm about to condemn him for this, that, and the other thing. No, I've got no ill will towards Lio. I didn't like him before. I'm pretty sure there's like live streams still up on my channel where I actually badmouth Lio and say something to the effect of, wouldn't be surprised to find out he's a predator because of certain other people that were.
Oh, shocking. Courtney saying she wouldn't be surprised to find out somebody's a dude. It's like I wish I could sit Courtney Pete down in a room and play these clips back to her and be like, do you think this is fucking normal? Like, put the crack pipe down for a second. Do you think the way you're talking about people might be why people have an issue with you? Like, at all? Is that possible? What do you think, Courtney? Maybe? Possibly? Huh? Maybe? I don't know. It's almost like this. It's almost like it's a through line as to why these things keep fucking happening to you, isn't it? I know, it's a mystery. Jesus.
Or like in his community. Then I went and spoke to Lio. I mean, you did imply their mod was a rapist. That's why you were kicked. No, that's not what happened, Yen. That's not what happened.
That is what happened. That is what happened. I have read the chats. That is what happened.
At all. Someone said...
I always find it weird how KP cut ties with Courtney was the final line in the sand. Like, KP harassed people who were ex-fans of Lily or anti-Lily. Why was Courtney any different? The reason KP had to cut ties with Courtney
is very simple. It's because KP needs to throw somebody under the bus by cutting ties with Courtney. And I didn't talk about this in the video. There was a section about it, but it was a bit like, it was a bit overlong, if I'm honest with you. So I cut it. There were drafts of that video. I'll be completely honest with you. Even for me, there were things in the original like recording sections of that video while I was pulling some stuff together that I was like, this is a little bit fucking mental, even for me. I think at one point I started taking shots at KP's like parents getting divorced. I was like, maybe I shouldn't say this, but but regardless, like it's basically KP's trying to throw different people under the bus to like shift blame because she can't take any on herself, and Courtney's just an easy target for that. Jesus wasn't that bad. It was really bad, and there were some bits of the because I didn't script anything, so I just say stuff occasionally, and I did listen back to one of the sections, and I was like, I can't fucking say this. Today's secret stream word is projection. True, Metal Man. Thank you for the 2.
Their mod said that implied consent is a thing, and I said in contract law, they said, which can be applied to sexual encounters. I said, if you're a rapist, sure. And they said, are you calling me a rapist? And I said, if you're dumb enough to think that was directed specifically at you, then go ahead. So, no, I didn't imply that their mod was a rapist. Their mod couldn't read for shit in that moment. Oh, by the way, implied consent is not a thing in sexual situations because your body is not something you can make a contract over.
Look, I can't believe I have to explain this, but actually, if you go and read up on, like, fucking rape cases and things, and actually, do you know what? We don't even need to do it this way. Courtney herself, in KP's original, that's literally implying he's a rapist. Yeah, I know. Courtney, in KP's original video, is talking about how flashing your tits at a bouncer or like going backstage with a rock star is implied consent. Courtney doesn't even really fucking understand implied consent. And that's also not what we're talking about in the Saber Spark case, because everything to do with their messages implies and seems to show that they were planning to meet up and they'd been having a long-term conversation about friends with benefits. That's just the reality. And unfortunately, there's no evidence to the contrary, and Emmy herself doesn't remember the conversations they had. She doesn't fucking remember them. So it seems very, very fucking simple. Courtney doesn't, like, again, Courtney, by her own standards, explaining what implied consent is, would be like validating like rock stars raping people or some shit. It's fucking mental.
Anyway.
Wait, people literally make contacts with their body, lol. MMA fighter, movie stars, other people literally make contracts involving bodily autonomy. Yeah, that's true. But also, I mean, okay, let's just look at this in the baseline thing. If you go and look up this shit, what you'll find is that often when, like, with cases like this, things like body language, the implied conversations between people, like how a relationship is moving, are all things that you take into account with rape cases. Okay? And you can see this even in like high profile cases, like the Rolling Stone one that I tweeted at her, where it's like, this is a girl who turned up at a party and seems to have had sex with like a load of guys and then felt guilty about it and accused them of rape. But there seems to be like no evidence that that wasn't consensual. Like, yes, these are things that people look at. Actually, that's the reality. Because otherwise you're left in situations where like, dude, there have to be some lines, I'm sorry. But it's become this thing of, oh, well, you know, unless you've signed a contract. I feel so sorry for Gen Z. I really do. How the fuck do any of these, how the fuck did Gen Z get laid? How the fuck are you meant to, like, no wonder no one in Gen Z is having sex. They're all fucking terrified of fucking getting accused of being rapists all the time, and no wonder.
I'm getting distracted by chat here. So, yeah, I'm not, I've not liked Lio in the past, and we've had conversations, and the man changed his opinions on the thing that made me not like him and made us have a disagreement. And yeah, we were civil with each other. Now I don't care about Lio's
And TikTok drama content is brutal. Yeah.
controversies before anybody brings them up. I'm head desking right now. The context around that was CNC fetish from my memory. No, Yen, you're completely wrong. Because Pumpkin literally followed up with saying, if me and my partner use implied consent in bed, does that make us both rapists? And that's when I exited the conversation, and then that's when Pumpkin booted me because Pumpkin was mad that I wasn't engaging in the conversation. So anyway, we're going to move off of that. We can get into that in the end. Your memory is incorrect. So yeah, I don't care about Lio's friend making rape jokes. I don't care about the Rosa call. I don't care that Lio told Sai to empty a clip into her head. I just don't care. I really, really fucking don't. People don't like Lio because he's mean on the internet. He's not nice to everybody. Okay, cool. Go cry about it to him. He's a grown-ass man. He's older than me. I don't control what he does. So don't bitch to me about it. Go bitch to the person who said it. Also, when somebody tells a predator, like a pedophile, to do that, that's not a person they're speaking to. They're not telling a person to end game, okay? They're telling a waste of space, a mistake, to take care of themselves. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm not friends with Lio. We don't even know each other that well. Okay, cool. Cool. That does that. Oh, now Super Kirby Lover. Should we break? Should we break for chat interaction? Is that what we should do? Yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. So before we, because the Super Kirby Lover is going to be...
Wait, Courtney doesn't control Lio, but Courtney acted like I was accountable for Sai. Well, listen. Let's pretend like we have any consistent standards. Like, again, obviously, like, you guys can all see Ant in chat, like, Ant and I, like, again, I've obviously, like, talked to Ant. Ant's, like, referenced in the first video. Ant and I DM, I think, like, last time we had, like, a chat, it was, like, about fucking horror movies and stuff. Actually, I do need to talk to you about horror movies at some point. It's like, I obviously don't hold Ant responsible in any way for Sai. It's, like, he's not a fucking keeper. Dude. I hate this guilt by association stuff. It's why I get so pissed off, actually and ironically, about the Sai shit. It's like, just, like, if Sai hates Lio, I have no issue with it. But Sai getting, like, dude, it became like, oh, well, you know, if Vlad's going to be on your stream. It's like, dude, I've never, there's no secrets about who I associate with. I just don't care. You know, and I'm pretty upfront with what sort of person I am, what I think is like, and where I stand with things like jokes or dude. It's just annoying. But even then, as well, like right now through this stream, I think I've been defending Sai's positions versus like Courtney, because even though I fucking like Sai annoys the shit out of me, like. Does she annoy the shit? I'm not really actually anymore. Mostly I just poke at her on Twitter because it's funny at this point. But like, again, I'll be fair to her because I don't need to be anything else. I don't need to be unfair to Sai to still laugh at her, you know? The next month on my channel is non-stop horror stuff. That should be fucking solid. Did you hear Vlad's new AI song about... No, listen, we're not doing... Listen, that's all I'm saying about Sai. This is not a shit on Sai session. We're not doing that, okay?
Big one, and I'm probably going to get heated. So we'll take a little break, and I'll take questions here, and I'll answer them. And then we'll get into the Super Kirby Lover thing. So I'll start with Chateau Plastique.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. This has been bugging me the entire fucking stream. Does she just have, like, a bin full of tissues here?
What is this? What is that? I don't understand what the fuck this is. Okay?
Because they said, do you think you've become a bit of a target basically because you're not the perfect victim and have ragged edges? Yeah, like, we're basically sorry, I just went and got distracted by living abnormality there. I don't think I've specifically become a target. It's just, it's very.
No, it's a trash can. No, it's a trash can. It's that is foam though. Okay, let's play identify Courtney's bin. That's foam. That looks like hair. Is that fucking hair next to a plug socket? Dude. She's gonna set herself on fire. Dude.
Very easy to be against, like, to not like me, to dislike me, because I'm not agreeable, I'm not generally likable, and, like, I don't try to be. I'm very just, like, abrasive to begin with. And that's by design, right? Like, I know I'm a bitch, okay? When people compare me to Lily, when they're like, oh, you have the same attitude as Lily, where do you think she got it? Okay, that is her trying to, like, the way she is her trying to emulate me, because I just constantly give off, get the fuck away from me vibes. That's by design, okay? That keeps stupid away from me. Stupid has a very low tolerance for get the fuck away from me vibes. They like to bitch and moan about it, so they leave pretty quickly, alright? And I don't care if people don't like it. I don't care if they don't agree with it. I'm not asking people's permission to be this way. This is the way I like to be. This is who I am. If you do not like it, there are 6 billion people on this planet. I'm sure you'll find someone who you like better than me. Okay? Disliking me is not a character trait. And disliking me doesn't suddenly make, like, it doesn't, like, you generally, like, personally disliking me doesn't turn me into something that I'm not. Like, good words. People like to say, oh, I'm just as bad as Lily, because they don't personally.
It's crazy that her trash can is more centered in her camera than her. Like meth thin. Yeah, look, Courtney looks like a fucking skeleton. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, unfortunately, because I have a channel called Cope and Seethe, and I can actually say the mean things, I can do the body shaming stuff, but this is like, there is something definitely wrong with this woman, okay? You shouldn't look like that in your 30s. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck has life done to you? Courtney's one of these people that you can look at her and you smell it, right? Like, you can smell the weed. You know, the mixture of weed and cat piss. That's basically the aura Courtney has.
Personally like me, because I'm not nice, because I'm not soft-spoken, because I don't care about your feelings, and because I'm not here for a fucking popularity contest, okay? If I was doing things for clicks and views, 1, I'd be uploading or streaming more often, 2, I'd have less of my opinion in the video, and 3, I would do the thing that, like, Patchwork Heart does, or fucking Anthony does, or fucking Crimson Ender does, and I'd get all real soft-spoken and just raise my voice an octave so that I sound softer, so that people, like, really want to just empathize with me and see me as this little infantilized thing that they need to take under their wing and hold in their cupped hand. And
hold on, this is really random, but where is this?
And can do no wrong in her eyes. Cameron also used to sexually abuse me. I have every reason to believe it started when I was in diapers, as I was always told growing up that I had frequent UTIs and yeast infections as a baby.
people, like, really want to just empathize with me and see me as this little infantilized thing that they need to.
Wait, so are you self-admitting that in your first video you did exactly that? Because, like, this has a completely different fucking tone. That's actually kind of fascinating. That's actually kind of fascinating.
To take under their wing and hold in their cupped hand and, like, yeah, no, sorry, bitch, I don't fucking need that, okay? Just because people on the internet are just now processing my trauma because they've just learned about it in the last year or two doesn't mean I'm just now processing my trauma. So it's just, it's not that I'm specifically a target. It's I'm an easy target because like, oh, you don't like the girl that is aggressive, confrontational.
No, I fucking hate this shit. I hate this shit so much, okay? If I hear one more person defend themselves, well, you just don't like that I'm a bit of a girl boss, okay? Let me be clear. The reality here is that people don't like you because you're a fucking bitch. It's nothing to do with you being a strong woman. Like, I've grown up my whole life around strong women. I've dated many strong women. And, like, it's never that you're a strong... It's because you're a bitch, okay? It's because of the other things you do. In fact, lots of the time, people like strong women, okay? That's the reality. It's because you falsely accuse people, and you run your mouth, and you're fucking ridiculous in the way that you approach everything. And also, like, frankly, a lot of people are going to fall out with you because you're demanding. You're demanding of other people as though they owe you something. That's the reality. That's not being strong, by the way. Courtney is a professional victim. This is what a professional victim looks like. And that's not being strong, by the way. That's the opposite of being strong. If you are ruled and dominated by the bad thing that happened to you, that's not strength, it's weakness. And again, that's probably an unpopular position. I don't say it from a perched, privileged side where nothing bad has ever happened to me. I say it from experience. When I was dealing with like the serious shit that happened to me, it wasn't like a strong position to make it everyone else's problem. It was me being weak. I remember, God, I don't know if anyone else has ever said this who's been through a traumatic thing, but I remember defending the way I was by saying, I'm really angry, and the only thing I feel is anger, and I'm scared that if I get rid of that anger, like, what will be left of me? This, like, fucking weird, like, dude, to be fair, I was, like, 19, but, like, this, like, anime posting bullshit. And it wasn't, like, cool. It wasn't, like, it was, like, me refusing to deal with my fucking problems and making it everyone else's fault. That's why people didn't like me. That's why my friends left me at the time. That's why I was, like constantly I found it difficult to hold a circle together because I was a bad fucking, like, friend to be around. That's why people don't like you, Courtney. Because you make your trauma everyone else's fucking problem. And you need to grow the fuck up. There's like a cutoff point. I think the reality is, and I genuinely think this, I think you can act like that until you're about 21. I think once you're past 21, you need to grow up and get over it. Because past that point, it just gets sad. It's like these people who've never achieved anything and then cite their high IQ, which is something I also did when I was a teenager. It's like, guys, you have to listen to me because I've got a high... If you've not achieved anything, it's irrelevant, okay? It doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up. It's very, very, very simple. Very simple. Dude.
And not super nice on the internet.
Someone asked me to go back to this video and said, I don't even know if this is true. What did she say? Hold on.
Camera being violent towards us younger kids. He's her golden boy and can do no wrong in her eyes. Cameron also used to sexually abuse me. I have every reason to believe it started when I was in diapers, as I was always told growing up that I had frequent UTIs and yeast infections as a baby, more than my siblings ever did. But by the time I was 2 or 3, Cameron had started playing house.
Dude, what the fuck is this video? Anyway, okay. The second part is processing suffering healthily. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, just get therapy, okay?
Okay. Water is wet, the sky is blue.
UTIs being related to sex? I'm not a doctor or have any medical training or opinion, so I don't fucking know what to tell you guys.
A lot of people don't like me. Get in line. There are better reasons to not like me. But hey. I think people just compare you to Lily because they know it's a low blow. Oh, I know.
Also, for whoever said Beckett's admitting that he was cringe, yes, as I've said many times, especially when I was a fucking teenager, I was like a complete god-awful mess. But that's part of it as well. You just accept what you were like in the past. And sometimes who you were was a shitty person. And then you get better. But you don't lie to... I hate when people lie to themselves about it. dude, this like pretending that we're all perfect all the time. Bro, it's just not the case.
People compare me to Lily because, like, they want to wound me in some way because they don't like me. And honestly, that says more about the kind of failed abortion that you are as a person than it does me. Like, cause no, me being mean on the internet is in no way comparable to violating your sister in her sleep for years.
Beckett, did you collect katana at 19 too? Fuck off, Ant. But yes. Yes, I was one of those teenagers who had swords, okay? I'm not afraid to admit it. Fuck you, they were fun. I need to buy it. Listen, I actually have been looking at long swords recently. Like, there's a really cool channel called Sell Sword Arms and Sell Sword Arts. And they do skits and stuff, but they also do like proper HEMA. And they're like really talented, but they've been like, they do reviews of different swords and companies that are producing stuff, and some of them are really good. So I have actually been considering buying a proper longsword recently, like an actual like functional one. So maybe I will get that. Yeah, that channel is legit great. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. So yes, yeah. I was never a fan of Death Note. No, I like Death Note, but I was never like a Death Note kid, right? But yeah. Did you also do Naruto run? I didn't do the Naruto run. Okay. I would honestly like to get a cutlass. Yeah, cutlasses are awesome. I was thinking of getting like, dude, like, there's a couple of swords that I just think are really cool. I've forgotten the name of it, but like a really long, great sword. There's another guy who does like archery. I watch an awful lot of shit like this because I find it really interesting. Because I did a bit of martial arts when I was a kid. I'd quite like a bastard sword, or like a basket sword, like a Scottish basket sword. They're really nice. So yeah, do not be surprised if at some point in a future video you see a sword behind me, because it means I bought one. I will totally buy a sword. I'm not even sorry. I'll embrace. Listen, you can call me cringe, but I'll have a sword, and that'll be awesome. Okay. That'll be super based.
It is in no way comparable to writing multiple works of child sexual exploitation material. It is in no way comparable to being a pedophile. You not liking me because I'm not bending over backwards to be agreeable and likable on the internet doesn't turn me into a pedophile. And the reason why I've not gone over most of any of this is because I don't really care, to be quite honest. Like, if people want to believe this shit...
Yes, you do. Like, this is just... I hate when people say this. I don't actually care whether, like... Yes, at some level, you do. Like just to give an example... I got criticism when I was talking to Aiden because I was like, I don't care about this thing about Lyra or this thing. But I cared about having the conversation because I like Aiden, and Aiden called me and I'll talk to Aiden. So like, there's a level where like, I do give a shit. Like if I didn't, because there are other people who've messaged me about this shit and like, couldn't talk about it. It's like, I don't care about that person. I don't care about their opinion. So I've said no to the conversation, or I just haven't responded. That's quite often. But like, you do care because you're sat on a stream explaining it. You're tweeting at everybody. You're constantly fighting this fucking corner. You're fighting in multiple discords. You obviously care. Aiden's not a snake. He's just an idiot. Metal Man with the 2. Beckett, next step is full plate. Dude, don't tempt me, okay? I'd like to get... dude, I'd get half plate. Dude, no. Okay, stop. Dude, do I need a stream goal for Beckett buy suit of armor? Like, dude, can I... If I use it in a video, can I use channel funds for it? Does that count? I will totally do a video in like a half plate, okay? I'll find a reason. Courtney cares so little about me, she made 20 posts about me and deleted half of them. Yeah, dude, she's still posting about you on the YouTube. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, the chat's just like, yeah, we'll give you money to buy play of armor. Sure, whatever. Fucking do what you want. Anyone else get the feeling she spends a lot of time explaining why she shouldn't have to act normal? Yes. Beckett, would you fight Shadowversity HEMA style? I'm not trained in HEMA, but yes. I'd probably lose against Shad, right? Because Shad's like retarded, but like at least he's got some training somewhere, hasn't he? Or he knows something, probably more. He knows more than I do, even if he is, you know, in comparison to other fucking martial arts creators crap. Hemo's like sword combat and like armor. It's like I suppose like European martial arts. Shad sucks at sword training. Dude, I will happily sword fight Shad should he ever offer, okay?
About me.
I did fencing as a kid, okay? When in my teens, I did fence. He fought one Hema fight and lost fast. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think against like an actual like, because like Sellsword Arts as well. It's really interesting because everyone thinks like Clark is goofy, but Clark's Hema score is apparently really good. He's like apparently actually fucking awesome, which is just even better. I love that guy. Now Hema actually laughs at how incompetent Shad is at fighting. I learned. Interesting, dude. Anyway, we're off topic because I just want to talk about swords, but we need to lock in. We need to lock in. Okay, we've only got another like 2.5 hours where I can do this before I have to do something with my day. I'm actually going to work.
Go right ahead. It is not changing my day. It is not changing my life. It doesn't change anything. And if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to believe, more fucking power to you. Even with the grooming thing, to be quite honest. Like, if you want to believe that I groom children, okay, cool, keep your kids away from me. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not advocating for people to send me their kids, okay? I'm not like Michael Jackson in Neverland, alright? So if you want to believe that I'm a child groomer, if you want to believe that I'm a pedophile, if you want to believe that I'm,
Peace, Orky.
I don't know, insert fucking complaint here, go ahead. It does not change my life whatsoever. The world will continue spinning. I will continue to not be a pedophile, and you can believe that I am one. Like, it doesn't, I don't give a shit, man. I really fucking don't.
Let's look at what the accusation actually is, by the way. Because again, I'm not accusing Courtney of grooming. I'm saying that Courtney is two things, okay? Courtney is somebody with no consistent, well, three things, I guess. No consistent standards. She doesn't understand. She'll criticize other people for stuff that she herself engages in. She also, like, has shit boundaries, which she's not addressing, which is the main thing we're talking about here. And it's like, it's this deflection thing. It's like, well, if you think I'm a groomer, no one's saying is calling you a groomer, Courtney. They're saying your boundaries are fucking weird. And you, if you were in the position, actually, you have been in the position of seeing other people do similar shit, and you're like, this is sus. Maybe you're a pedophile. Because you're constantly throwing out these accusations. That's why people are fucking annoyed at you. It's not because, like, you're Lily Orchard. We're not saying that. At the same time, with your accusations against Lily, if you are going to say this shit, people are going to disbelieve you. I will keep repeating it because I feel like, again, she's not going to watch this. Courtney's far too much of a coward to actually watch a video on, like, or a stream about her. She'll just fucking, I know what she's going to do. She'll strawman whatever I'm saying and then try and be like, Beckett's, like, defending rape again, or Beckett said secretly a pedophile or something, because that's all Courtney can do. And that's, again, why nobody is paying attention anymore. Is there admitting that allegations don't have any impact or some shit? By that logic, then, that Saber Spark and Griffin stuff doesn't matter. I mean, again, maybe that's why she views it that way. Maybe she's just like, well, you know, I can just call anyone a pedophile. What's the problem? And if she views it that way, again, people are going to look at the accusation she has against Lily and be like,
And a lot of people like to take that to mean, oh, you're avoiding criticism. You're avoiding accountability because you say you don't care. What am I supposed to do with that? Genuinely, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, you want me to address something that I don't care about. You want me to take accountability for something I'm not sorry for. What is that supposed to look like? Genuinely asking.
Again, it's the problem. The problem is, like with this, Courtney will ask a question and be like, show me one example where this has happened, and then just like fucking cry about it. That's the problem. It's like, well, you asked a question, we answered your question, it took me 13 minutes to answer this question fully, and then she freaks out. Because she'll say something incredibly fucking stupid and then get owned. And then be like, oh, well, what did you want me to do with that? I don't know, bro. Maybe stop saying incredibly stupid shit. Is that possible? Can you do that?
I hope you don't take.
God, this is going to turn into 3 fucking streams, isn't it? This is going to turn into 3 streams of me going over fucking Courtney Pete. That's my future. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to do 3 streams on this bitch. Fuck. It's going to have to do it in parts.
This the wrong way, but you seem very much like my late sister, someone who survived but wasn't prepared to act nice. Keep doing you, just for God's sake, avoid age. Oh, yeah, fuck. Fuck no, I don't skin pop. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. I'm also very sorry to hear that you lost your sister.
Courtney openly admits in the live stream, doubling down against Saber Spark, she doesn't even know who you are. She literally thinks Beckett and Cope and C are the 2 separate people. She doesn't, like, again, I don't believe this, by the way. I like, again, maybe her brain is cooked. Maybe her brain is cooked. I've got no fucking idea. But, like, bro. Fuck me. Why should I care about this Beckett guy? I think that's what she said in the Discord. Why should I care about this Beckett guy? It's like, I don't know. Why don't respond to me then? I'll still tweet about you and still talk about you. At this point now, we're done. We're done with the, like, embargo. I said this to Lio. I'll be really open. I said to Lio when I was making the Saber video, he was like, I don't care what you do, Beckett, to be fair to him. But I was like, dude, I feel like the last bit of grace I have is not ripping into Courtney during the Saber video. That's it. I'm done. And I meant that. I was like, look, the last little bit of I hate Lily Orchard more than I hate Courtney, therefore I won't talk about Courtney, died when I made the Saber video. Because I was just like, I'm so done. I'm so done sitting on the fence about this bitch. And now I see this shit, and I'm just like, I'm done. So yes, we're going all in Courtney. We're probably going to see a lot of Courtney content on this channel in the future, because fuck this bitch, she's ridiculous. And to be fair, she's so absurd that she is good content, you know? Like, there is probably a cottage industry to be formed from just fucking A-logging Courtney. You know... And anything to not talk about Destiny, frankly.
The thing about me is, yeah, I'm abrasive, I'm confrontational, I'm crass, I'm rude, and I'm not here to essentially win any popularity contests. I'm not here to be like a beauty pageant queen and soft-spoken and fucking...
I remember you telling me this too. You were trying to give her grace when you were making your coverage, and I thought that was really nice, all things considered. Yeah, like, again, I don't know how I feel at the moment about how much grace I do give people, because I tend to be, as a commentator, very, very fair with people, because I think that that's the right approach. That doesn't mean I don't condemn people for things, but also, as time moves on, often I'll give people grace, and it just keeps biting me. And like I am hitting that point to a certain extent where I'm just like, dude, do I just give up? Just be like, yeah, just fucking burn all the witches. Fuck it. It does push me in those directions, but I feel like that's letting arseholes win. Because eventually that grace will like pay off, and it does pay off occasionally, where like somebody who I give that grace to turns out to be alright, and they tend to fix their shit, and then it feels worth it. Do you know what I mean? But, like, you can't blame me for being an insufferable and nasty person. Yeah, this is such cope. People don't like me. People don't like me because I'm too blunt. They can't deal with it. It's like, bro, people don't like you because you're fucking an insufferable bitch. It's not because you're strong. It's because you're weak, okay? Vlad, I can fix her. So true, buddy. I believe in you. Give it a go. I tried giving Courtney grace, and look how that turned out. It happens every time, man. Never-ending cycle.
I'm just me, dude. I'm just a guy on the internet, okay? I'm just some fucking stranger talking to a bunch of other strangers who want to listen to me.
Becca, I'm gonna pay you this. You handle this shit with a level head, and you keep the vengefulness to a minimum. Like, I won't lie, there are certain people who I'm like, look, if I ever get the opportunity, I will absolutely fucking roast. But I won't lie about people. And if I'm wrong about something, I'll correct myself. I think that's just being a good commentator. Ultimately, you guys aren't here to hear me be like fucking vindictive. I'm not Jar. Like, fortunately, most of the time I don't need to be, because like people are so fucking crazy that they just burn themselves.
And I don't... Anyway, I'm tangenting here and blah. See if there's other questions. I don't think so. I think it's just bait at that point. If I think these seem like good acquaintances.
Interesting. Hold on a sec. I just got sent this. None of you are my kids. It's not my job to parent you. I go out of my way to make a safe space for people who've been victimized because I want to provide that, not because it's my job or responsibility. I'll joke about being all your guys' dad, but when it comes down to it, I'm just a stranger on the internet to most, if not all of you. For all of you, you actually know I could kick puppies in my spare time. What leads you to a position where you even have to post this? I think this is one of the most mental things about this entire thing. It's like, if you've come to a point where you even have to start saying this to your audience, something's gone wrong, right? Like, have fun with the parasocial shit, but keep me out of the repercussions. Yeah. What? Vlad, the last sentence. I could kick puppies in my spare time? Yeah, dude. Who the fuck asked? Guys. I'm just here to give you stickers, okay?
Smoke this bowl and then get back on to the topic.
Okay, we're gonna move out a bit.
Which is really funny, actually. Because if you were to run into me in the wild...
What, you mean down the local fucking crack shelter? Yeah, go on.
Depending on the situation, you wouldn't even realize it's me. Like...
What, you mean under all the blankets and the tent you're living in? Sorry, I'll stop. Most people, when I'm begging for change on the street, don't even realize I'm a YouTuber. Like, dude. Oh, fuck. Okay, dude.
Like, you should hear me talk to, sorry. You should hear me talk to, like, waitstaff. Like, at a food service place, like McDonald's, at Tim Hortons, anything. If I'm ordering food, my voice jumps an octave and I'm pleasant as fucking hell. Everyone thinks, a lot of people on the internet think because they see me get irate in my streams that I'm like that all the time, and they think I'm just constantly yelling at people. Dude, when I order a coffee, it's like, hi, can I get an extra large double-double with an espresso shot and a vanilla shot, please? Or if...
This is so insane. Listen, guys, when I'm trying to, like, get food because I don't want people to spit in my food, I'm nice to them. This is such an... What is this? Guys, did you know that if you saw me in my workplace, I don't call people, like, fucking retarded troglodytes. Like, I've never sat in a meeting, guys, and called somebody, like, mentally deranged. I've actually never called, like, I've never called a client spasticated. I'm actually really nice. What the fuck are you talking about? I am not an ass to wait staff is not a flex. True, dude, what the fuck, bro?
they're busy and they're like, oh, I'll be with you in a second. It's like, oh, take your time. I'm not in a rush. Like, literally, this is how I talk to, like, wait staff, because I don't want them to think that I'm abrasive because they have enough to deal with in their day. And, like, you wouldn't even realize that this is me if you were talking to me, because most of you are used to hearing me like this. Okay, when I work a job, I pretty much talk like this in front of people because this is the customer service voice. This is the one that kind of erases my personality disorder, and you don't realize that I'm actually a bitch underneath because I've got no reason for you to think that I'm a bitch, and I don't want you to have to deal with that.
This is like a fucking, this is like psychotic. This is actually psychotic. This is iDubbbz level of I learned empathy at 30. This is like, oh my god, guys, did you know that like one element of me is actually just just like, I lie about my personality so people don't think I'm a bitch, but like when you get to know me, it's obvious that I am, is not a flex. It's like the weirdest. This is just fucking bizarre, bro. What am I meant to do with this? I don't even know what commentary to supply. This is just like, okay, you're fucking crazy. Said to Godiva with the 8 months at coping. Don't worry, I sound even more annoying IRL, dude. Why do they brag about being functional in social society? I don't know. I don't get this shit. I mean, like, dude. Her customer service voice is kind of unnerving. It does sound like the sort of thing that's the last thing you'd hear while you're like taped down to a table covered in cling film, isn't it? Guys, I have an inconsistent personality because I'm a psycho. Some ugly vagina. Jesus Christ, Vlad. How you, buddy?
But the second I'm comfortable with somebody, my voice or my thing is low. It's still low.
No, you can't fix it. Thank you, Metal Man, for the 2. True.
Hang on a second. Go up, bitch. Not you, I mean the mic. I'm raising the fucking max volume. Do. Like, yeah, I've got different voices, and by the time I like seriously sitting here talking to you guys on a stream or talking to a camera, it's like talking to myself. So yeah, this is my normal voice. I'm also more than likely.
This rambling is reminding me of a lost family member. Rest in peace, Aunt Methany. Unfortunate name. Someone needs to name their kid Methany, actually. That's a fucking great name. That's listen. Someone in chat needs to lose a bet and name their kid Methany. That's fucking awesome.
Autistic, and a lot of women who are autistic have a voice in a lower register. Voice changes masking. Yeah, that, and it's just customer service. Because like they tell you when you start customer service training, they're like, smile when you talk because that comes through in your voice, and it really does. Like if you smile, like the second I smile, like mostly because I'm like, essentially when you smile, you start talking more in your cheeks, which is higher up in your face, so it raises your register a bit. Whereas if you relax your face, it can like lower down into like the bottom of your mouth or even the back of your throat, and that's how you get your lower register. Like the position of your face changes your vocal cords, and it actually changes your pitch. So that's why they tell you in customer service to like smile when you're talking, because it does come through in your voice.
This is fucking psychotic. Wait, something about autism. Is Courtney autistic now? What is she on about? I don't know. Maybe Courtney's autistic. I don't know. I haven't seen a diagnosis. I'm more surprised when someone on the internet isn't autistic at this point. The spectrum is so fucking broad that like everyone's autistic at some level, I guess. I don't know, man. The word's lost all meaning. I'm partly responsible for that, but that's not the point, okay?
So, like, yeah, like, when I'm out in public, when I'm just dealing with people who have given me zero reason to be a bitch to, I'm typically talking to you like this, and I'm pretty, like, oh god, no, fuck, take your time, take all the time in the world, I am not in a rush, even if I'm pissed off and in a rush, it's not your fault, so, like, hell, don't mind me, I'm just here waiting. As much as people want to think that I'm just constantly in everybody's fucking face. Now, there are certain scenarios, there are certain places where, like, and it's funny too, because this has even happened to my boyfriend, where if I don't want to be bothered, I'm in my phone. I'm in my phone, usually, sometimes I have headphones, but I am in my phone, and you have to very specifically get my...
This is the most white girl fucking... Like, she's... One of the things that's kind of funny about Courtney is she is basically a stereotype, right? She is basically the aged hippie white girl stereotype. Or like, or as KP would put it, the archetype. God, what a fucking freak. She's basically just like, she's the archetype. Like, there's almost nothing unique about it. She's a victim of abuse, on a lot of fucking drugs, thinks that being a bitch is a personality, apparently, and is like doing that, like, white girl burnout, yes. Oh my god, guys, do you know, like, I'm so in my phone if I don't want to talk to you? What, you mean like every other white girl? DMs, what do you send me? Wake up in the morning and the person with this face, oh, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you screenshotting this and sending it to me? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude. Sister Godiva with the 50 Swedish crowns. She sounds exactly like those reality show girls who say, I hate drama, I'm blunt, and I say what I think, and then they are the worst drama monger. Yes! Guys, thank you so much. We're going to have a Cammy sticker. I love this sticker, because Cammy's art is fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much for hitting the goal. You guys have been amazing tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, thank you. Listen, I am proud of you. Your real parents may not be. It's even funnier doing this over the fucking Courtney drama stream. But, like, yes, I am proud of you. I am your true father. Right, okay, anyway.
My attention. And the second you get my attention, I am going to look up at you like this. Like, just, what do you want? Why are you bothering me? To the point where I've been on the bus, and my boyfriend gets on the same bus, and I don't realize he gets on the bus. He's gotten on the bus, because I'm not looking who's getting on the bus. I'm in my phone, and he comes up and says something to me, usually some cheesy fucking line, and I look up with the most disgusted look on my face, ready to fucking tear this person who just...
I mean, let's be honest. Would he even notice the fucking difference? Anyway.
...interrupted me to shreds, and I'm like, oh, it's my boyfriend! Like... that makes people leave me alone and not interrupt me and not get into my personal space and literally regret it the second I look at them without having to open my mouth. So I don't even have to say mean things to people. I'm just like, all this is by design so that I don't have to open my mouth and go off and actually hurt somebody.
So what does Courtney think the world owes her? Just be a decent person. It's not that hard. There's a really interesting judge who does like shorts. And he'll do, like, shorts off his courtroom when he's talking to people. And in one case, he's talking to this woman who is just, like, abrasive as fuck. Like, constantly interrupts. It's just, she's really, like... And, like, the whole case that she's in there is basically she was, like, rude to this housing association. And they were like, fuck off. Like, they had her trespassed and things. And the judge is like, listen, you get more with honey than with vinegar. Just be nice to people. Just, like... It's not that difficult. You know, your path in life is much smoother if you're not an insufferable piece of shit. People will be more willing to help you, talk to you. Like, it's really easy. The joke with the 5, Dad, where have you been? You said you would get cigarettes and never came home. I found a new family. Sorry about that. Okay, listen. I'd love to say it wasn't your fault, but it was. No, it's cool. I'm back now. Yeah, and with the 5, she sounds like you don't want to mess with me or you may see my dark side. Yeah, again, Courtney never grew the fuck up. So she's like anime posting as an adult. It's so gay.
Feelings, I just give them a look and make them reevaluate their life choices until that point.
Sorry, Yolk. Be polite, but don't kiss ass. Yes.
Okay, now we round out this fucking thing with Super Kirby Lover. Now, I'm gonna start this off by saying nobody go find this girl and harass her, okay? This is not specifically her fault. I think I'm getting the pronouns right or wrong. That's a very specific statement. I think I'm getting them right or wrong. Give me a second.
Don't worry, you smoke a lot of weed. Take your fucking time, I guess. Jesus.
Woosah. I think there. I'm just going with they because I can't remember and I don't want to get it wrong specifically. So I'm sorry if this isn't anybody's pronouns. I'm just going neutral here. So again, nobody go send hate to this person. It's not specifically their fault that this turned into what it did, and they're allowed to have their feelings about an interaction they had with me. Okay, I'm not coming at this to attack this person or how they feel about their interaction with me or any of that. All right, just prefaces here because this one I mean. A bunch of people think this is going to be an apology. KP, I'm not sure if any of you remember, but KP made a video about Saber Spark.
Yeah, we'd forgotten.
Yeah, when I don't know, I default to they for the most part because I don't have the memory for pronouns. I forget names and pronouns super fucking easily, so I will default to neutrals so that I'm not going too hard in one direction or the other. Anyway, So, I don't know, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but yeah, KP made a video about Saber Spark, and when that video came out, she put it out as a live premiere. Now, the video being a live premiere was my suggestion. We were talking about it before she was...
Wait, what? Dude, no wonder. No, dude. It's really interesting finding out how much of a hand Courtney has in certain things. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you should absolutely do this premiere. Like, the reason to do premieres, by the way, is because they up the initial uptick and watch time and interaction a video gets. That's why you do it. Like, I've tested this, by the way. If I don't premiere a video, it does worse. That's the actual reality. Because that initial bump is what throws it into the algorithm in a particular way. That's why you do it. Also, people occasionally give you money and like super chat and things and like, oh my god, this is so great. And you know, you get that almost stream-like interaction. It's kind of fun. I will happily admit, I'll own the position that I like doing premieres because it's a nice little ego thing. So I'll admit that, it's fine. I'm happy to do that.
Was about to just drop it as a video, and she asked me specifically in a voice chat, do you think I should live premiere it or should I just drop it as a video? And I said, I think you should live premiere it because it gives the live chat, it gives the chat for people to talk about it as it's happening. Do you remember faces easier? Faces and voices, I do. Voices I remember really fucking easily. And faces, it's potential autism. Anyway, so yeah, so I suggested to make it a live premiere and kind of pushed for it to be a live premiere because the live premiere that Lazy Bedhead had for her Black Griffin video and the live premiere I had for my Black Griffin video were great conversation starters. Like it created a good opportunity for people to talk about what they were watching as they were watching it instead of just in the comments where people could go to later. And it fostered good conversation. So I was like, I really think you should put this out as a live premiere to offer the same sort of like space, right? So the only reason the video was a live premiere at all was my...
Jesus Christ, lots and worlds with the 5. Still can't get over how she looks and sounds like my cousin. You can probably tell I have no love for her. Jesus, bro. We really needed to start a conversation about this. No, you didn't. Dude. I need to go over that Black Griffin video one day. I think Courtney's Black Griffin video is one of the worst videos on YouTube. It's just on all levels. Almost, I would argue, whether you think Black Griffin is a groomer or not, Courtney's video on him is actually kind of fucking gross. And that's coming from the drama channel.
Suggestion. So video drops as a live premiere. I was supposed to be there on time for it. I was late to it. I had things to do. But I jumped into the video, the live premiere, about an hour into the video, and almost immediately when I showed up in chat, Sai also showed up in chat and a few of her little psychos, and started popping off about me and KP the way she had been for a good little while on Twitter. So my first forte into this chat was dealing with Sai. And Sai and I going back and forth, and that's where a lot of the energy came from. Again, I'm not making excuses here, but this is just literally what happened. So in the midst of that, somebody by the name of Super Kirby Lover. Again, this isn't their fault. They're just central to the complaint about me. That's the only reason I'm using their name. Okay.
Yeah, with the 5, I know where you can talk about the Griffin video. Wink, wink. Jesus.
Super Kirby Lover comes in and starts, like a few other people, starts complaining.
Yes, yeah, listen. I'm not sure that okay. I might do something with Yen and some other people on Courtney. I've said that. I'm very open to it. I don't know if I want to talk about Griffin though. I'm almost dude. I'm watching through this stuff, and like, if I didn't know other things were happening, I'd be very tempted to do a Courtney video myself.
About the fact that the video is a live stream. Or not a live stream, but that the video is a live premiere. And like, there was a few other people complaining about this too. And I was in the chat pointing out that the only difference between a video being a live premiere or just uploaded is the live chat. That's it. Okay, you get boosted in the algorithm a bit too, which is, you know, kind of what you want when we're talking about grooming and accusations are important. Besides, everybody wants their video boosted in the algorithm. That's just how...
Dude, I wish you saw the Meltdown video over Sai a year ago. It was wild. Does anyone have a copy of that? We'll watch it.
Fucking YouTube...
Not now. We're gonna be doing a lot of these. This might end up being a week of Courtney.
Works. The only thing that changes is the live chat, and you get boosted in the algorithm. So people were in the live chat complaining that the video was a live premiere, I guess not realizing that the only thing it gave them was the live chat that they were now using to complain that it was even there to begin with, which I called hypocritical.
What?
And it wasn't specifically at this point talking to Super Kirby Lover. There were like 3 other people who were complaining about the same thing. Super Kirby Lover comes in and says the same thing, and around the same time I say, using the live chat to complain that there is a live chat is just hypocritical. Now...
No, what? No. It's not hypocritical to point out that you're doing a lot. Okay, so one of the problems with fucking KP's video coming out the way it did was that, like, KP had hyped this video up as we're gonna fucking destroy people. Like, I've got this insane thing to drop. She hyped it massively. She treated it like it was a drama video. Now, whatever you want to say about that video, it was a drama video, guys. It was, take it from the drama streamer. It was a drama video. Now, again, people have had criticisms for me in the past where they're like, Beckett doesn't treat these topics seriously. He laughs at them. Yes, I'm a drama channel with called Cope and Seethe. Obviously, I'm not treating things like hyper seriously. I'm not a victim advocacy channel. And when people have come to me with direct victim stories, quite often I've told them I'm not the person to cover it. So, like, I'm very consistent here. KP is presenting this as a victim story full of fucking memes and essentially her own grievances. And, like, you're obviously going to get fucking criticism for that. The Majora's Mask countdown was wild. Wait, there's a Majora's Mask countdown option on YouTube? No fucking way. Dude, that sounds awesome, actually.
Something that ended up being pointed
I like
out...
the sci-fi one. I like the music of the sci-fi one. The sci-fi one's really good.
And people like to stick on is that Super Curvy Lover is allegedly a CSA survivor. And now I say that Super Kirby Lover is allegedly a CSA survivor because that's how Super Kirby Lover refers to my CSA survivor status, is that I was allegedly assaulted by my sister. So, we're going to go on even playing fields here. Super Kirby Lover is allegedly a CSA survivor. And everybody jumped on me for being rude to an alleged CSA survivor. Now, as an alleged CSA survivor myself, equations, they cancel each other out. They're no longer part of the conversation because we're both a fucking allegedly CSA survivors. And something I had said...
No, that's not how it works. You were involved in the fucking video, retard. Like, holy fuck, how is this? Actually, it cancels each other out because you can't criticize me because I'm also... No, you were involved in the production of a very, very bad video. You're in the fucking video. You position yourself as an expert on sexual assault because you're, like, an alleged victim. Like, dude, what the fuck is this? Hold on, can I do that? Hold on, can I victim Olympics with, like, Courtney? Is Courtney not allowed to criticize me if I've had worse shit happen to me? Is that what we're doing? Dude. Holy fuck.
In this live chat was starting off your complaint with, as a CSA survivor, is inherently manipulative. Now, anybody...
Is that an Eye of Ra tat on her wrist? Yeah, it is. Of course it fucking is.
Who was in this live chat complaining about this situation, about how I handled it afterwards, if any of them had a brain, and they really should have, because someone even turned the whole live chat into an Excel sheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and like highlighted all of my names, like my name and comments throughout the whole thing.
Lamau.
Anyone with a brain would have like, who actually had a complaint or a criticism that was valid against me, would have pointed out that Super Kirby Lover did not start her complaints with as a CSA survivor. That comment came up much later in context where it actually was relevant. where somebody had went like, who are you to even complain? She goes, well, I'm a CSA survivor myself. So if anybody had a fucking brain, they would have pointed out that me saying starting your complaint off with as a CSA survivor is manipulative would not apply to Super Kirby Lover, because she did not start her complaint off with that. It came up when it was relevant, and that makes it not manipulative in my opinion, because she didn't start it off with as a CSA survivor. So there's also a narrative and a complaint that I called her manipulative, but I didn't. And anybody with a brain would have pointed out that what I said wouldn't have even applied to her, because she did not say that in the beginning of her complaint. The very first thing out of her mouth was that she thought it shouldn't have been a live stream or a live premiere. And again, and I addressed like 3-4 other comments in one saying, using the live chat to complain there's a live chat is hypocritical as fuck. Like, Jesus Christ, get over yourself. Like,
did we touch on her being a POS to a CSA survivor critical of KP's video yet? Because that was a move. Yeah, that's what we're talking about now, Hidden.
Stop. What are
Dude,
you? You're in here using
insane.
the very thing that you think shouldn't be here to complain that it is here. Okay? That's hypocritical. You've got a moot point here.
You didn't call them manipulative. You said you did say cope if they don't like it. Yes. Like dude, I need a copy of these messages, because I remember them being pretty fucking insane, actually. And again, I don't care all that much from a personal perspective. I'll just be straight up. I don't think this will come as a surprise to many of you. The drama stream is just like, who fucking cares? But the problem is that Courtney's a person who's like, I'm creating a safe space for victims. I'm somebody who's an advocate for this shit. It's like, you're getting criticism because you have positioned yourself. No one did this to you. You have actively positioned yourself as the voice of the victim, and then you're treating other victims like their voices don't matter, which, by the way, actually is one of the major criticisms that people had for people like Essence of Thought and Xena of Poppy when they were dealing with Courtney. It's like you're overriding the story of a victim. It's like, well, that's what you're doing, Courtney. But Courtney, ironically, in the similar way to, like, I think a lot of the criticisms that come at Psy, is just has no understanding of the the issues people have around the hypocrisy with her. That's the problem. She looks like a former friend I used to have who recently was in prison for grooming a 10-year-old. Holy shit. She's not going to advocate for someone who isn't the model victim like she is, though. They go against her. They can't possibly be a victim because she speaks for them. Yes. Yes. Metal with a 5. Please be sure your victim card level is higher than Courtney's before engaging. So true. So true.
And again, if
I get 10 points for my, like, mum suddenly dying in front of me, right? Like, I get that. I can have that. Is that okay? Do I need to bring my mum's ashes on stream to criticize her? Do I need to sit here, like, cradling them? Like, occasionally, like, I'll cry and, like, wipe a tear away with my mother's ashes or something. As some sort of performative thing. I think that would at least get me 15 points, right? Surely.
Anybody had a brain, they would have pointed out to my statement of, well, starting your complaint off with this is manipulative, they would have combated that with, well, she didn't start her complaint off with that. I'm pretty sure it's she, and if I'm wrong, I do apologize. But they didn't. They just simply didn't. That didn't come up until much later when it was actually relevant, and therefore wasn't manipulative at all. So no, Super Kirby Lover's not manipulative. They weren't being manipulative with that statement. Me saying what I said did not apply to them. I was wrong in that situation. My implication that was applicable to her was incorrect, was factually incorrect, because she didn't even fit the parameters I had set up myself.
Dude, what the fuck?
And if the complaint, and if the people's problems was actually with something that I did or got wrong, they would have jumped on that. They would have attached to that. But no, they don't. They say the same things of, you were...
Actually, hold on. What the fuck? Like, again, Courtney, much like KP, refuses to address many of the other core issues around her behavior. KP and Courtney were directly trying to tell a victim story with no fucking evidence, or accusing somebody of rape with no fucking evidence, and then had a whole fucking conversation about what consent looks like, where Courtney, frankly, looks fucking insane. But no, we're going to talk about the live chat. Holy fuck.
Were mean to a CSA survivor. Incorrect. I was curt and blasé with an alleged CSA survivor as an alleged CSA survivor myself. Okay, so again, equal fucking playing field here. And if we
Hold on. Lazy gets 15 points for babysitting her drunk parents talking about Hitler, but only get 10 for my dead mum? You guys are fucking... Dude, I'm outraged. That's fucking ridiculous.
you want to jump on people for being mean to a CSA survivor, I don't know, go after the people who are...
Sister Godiva with a 50 Swedish crowns. Step back, ambulance personnel. I'm not a doctor, but I was once shot at and thus know everything about how to treat it, but you're still bleeding, yeah. Yeah? Dude.
Comparing me to my rapist just because they don't personally like me. Go after the person who thinks that I shouldn't have an opinion about somebody cosplaying as my rapist because she doesn't personally like me, because she's been trying for 20 fucking years to get successful on the internet and didn't. So, in a nutshell, that's the...
What do I almost get for dying from cancer? A fake ball? I don't... Dude, you already got a prosthetic. You're fine.
For Kirby Lover thing.
I actually don't know whether you got a prosthetic, but that's fine.
Like a couple of people in the chat got upset with me because they didn't like how I was talking to Super Kirby Lover because I directly told them to get over themselves, because they started to have some sort of little mini meltdown over, oh my god, I can't believe you're speaking to me.
Yeah, I think almost dying puts you really high. Listen, we're not doing sympathy for Falgi, okay? Listen, there aren't that many points to go around, okay? He's fine. That's it. This probably comes across as a really weird conversation if you don't know how much Falgi and I talk. It's just me being like, listen, don't have sympathy for fucking Falgi. He's alive. He's okay. Oh, dude. Fucking hell.
This way, and it's like, I am speaking to more than one person right now. I am dealing with more than one thing in this chat at a time, and I haven't even been here for the first hour of this video, okay? Not everything's about you. Get over yourself. Sorry.
But Beckett, Falgi only has one ball. Yes, much like Hitler.
If you think that's mean, maybe you need to get over yourself as well. And as much as some people want me to apologize for how I spoke to Super Kirby Lover, I'm not going to, because I stand by what I said. Entering the live chat to complain that it is there is hypocritical and stupid. And that is what Super Kirby Lover did, along with multiple other people. Again, please do not go harass Super Kirby Lover. This turning into what it was not their fault. It's other people's fault. It's everybody else who blew this up into what it wasn't. But I still stand by what I said. I'm not sorry for saying it. If I had to go back, I'd say it all again, except for the starting your complaint off with as a CSA victim is inherently manipulative, because that simply did not apply to Super Kirby Lover.
It's like she's allergic to being in the wrong. Yeah, you can see why she wants to stay friends with fucking KP, can't you?
So I'm not going to apologize for something I'm not sorry for. You don't have to like that I acted the way I did. You don't have to like what I said.
We need to figure a baseline victim value if we're going to power scale trauma. Dude, this seems like... It's going to end up in the Google Doc about me, isn't it? Thanks for the 5 metal man.
And you don't have to like my opinion. But me not being sorry isn't avoiding your...
What's actually funny is if Courtney ever sees this, and like brothers, I know what her response will be as well. It'll be like, well, Beckett, you deserve that your mum's dead. You deserve that your mum's dead. You're bringing it up, but that's actually a different kind of trauma, blah, blah, blah. Completely missing the joke that, like, actually, none of this fucking matters. That's the joke. You don't get any points for things that have happened to you. That's not how the world works. Nobody owes you anything. So on the off chance, listen, I'll preempt it. Just on the off chance Courtney like grows a spine and like actually responds to this shit. None of this matters. Whatever trauma you've been through, it doesn't give you
any fucking ability to just be like, oh, it doesn't give you carte blanche. That's the reality. That's why it's funny. Dude. Can your trauma beat Goku? Probably. Thank you for the 2. Gilded with 5. What's not fun about bullying CS assault survivors? It's literally intellectual golfing. Jesus Christ, Vlad. Thank you for the 5, bro.
Criticism. It's saying, I don't agree with you, so I'm not giving you what you want. Okay? I'm not sitting here going, that didn't happen. I'm sitting here saying, yes, I did it, and I do it again. You don't have to like me for it. But stop calling it what it isn't. Simply because you can't accept the fact that, oh my God, she doesn't care about my opinion. Because surprisingly, I don't do this for views. If I did, I'd be acting a lot fucking different.
Okay, but here's the problem. You do want that sympathy. You obviously want that sympathy because it's the only way you can effectively go at Lily. And here's the irony. Here's the irony here. Because Courtney has provided more of a defense at this point for Lily than Sai or Anthony have. Honestly, it's just like, because now people are looking at Courtney going, well, fucking what? What is this? Is this, are you legit? Or are you just a crazy bitch? That's much more of a defense than fucking Ant or Sai talking about like Lily's animation takes is ever going to be. So if your primary concern is just, we need to get Lily, we need to do, then shut the fuck up, because you are a liability. You are making this harder on all the people who are trying to do that. You are actively detrimental to your own victim story. That's one of the things that many people want to point out about you. You like, and again, you can tell your story in any way you like, but if your goal isn't like fucking viewership or attention, if your goal really is just going after Lily, then read the fucking room and understand that you are a detriment to that. Courtney or Rose Morellet, would you rather have yap your ear off? Probably, dude, Courtney. I'd never. Fucking Rose is annoying in a whole different way.
If I was doing this for views, I'm doing a very bad job, okay? And I don't need people to empathize with me. I don't need people to sympathize with me. I don't need people to give me grace because I'm a CSA survivor, okay? No. If you don't like me, don't like me. I'll live. You'll live. The world will keep spinning. Cycles of abuse will keep going. And we can all live our lives in peace.
How is Rose more annoying in comparison to how Courtney is annoying? Because Rose is just insufferable to talk to because Rose is only interested in attention. Like, Courtney is like, Courtney's not here just for attention. Courtney's here because she is desperate and lonely and angry. Rose is just here because she's like a shell of a human being. It's a very different experience. Are you just saying that because Courtney has the British parliament? Fuck off. What the fuck? Dude. So Rose is an attention monger and Courtney needs therapy. Yeah, pretty much. People call themselves survivors of sexual crimes have always felt pretentious to me. Again, like, professional victims are always just really... Dude. You can be a victim of something, but when it becomes your personality, it's just like unfucking believably annoying. Dude.
Now everybody can shut up with the fuck. Courtney's refusing to address criticism, and she just doesn't like it when people criticize her, and she's mean and aggressive to anybody.
Yeah, this. Could you imagine if I made a podcast with Brad Taste and music called Taste Buds? I genuinely think that would break the internet. Would you watch? I think people would out of pure curiosity. It'd get people talking for sure. Yeah, this is why Rose is just fucking unbelievably annoying. Kicken, how many points for not having any parents left since a few weeks ago? Kicken, I'm so sorry. 20 points. Dude. I hope you're okay, Kicken. And please, thank you. Enjoy these stickers. Also, a specific one. Hold on. Where is it? Actually, just Kicken needs a specific sticker just for Kicken. Okay? Kicken only sticker. There we go. Thank you guys so much for meeting the goal once again. You guys are fucking super based. As always, much appreciated. Much appreciated. You guys are the best. We'll go for that. And okay, this is the last goal of the night, guys. Last goal of the night. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, dude. Actually unfucking real.
Anybody who's critical towards her. Not giving a shit is not mean and aggressive. Fuck off.
You do give a shit. You keep calling everyone fucking pedophiles and rapists, Courtney. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Fuck me. I don't know, like, it's either cope or it's delusion. It's one of the two. It's like, it's either you're coping that, like, people hate you as to why, because, like, you're a strong woman or some shit. Which, again, not true. Or, like, it's delusion that you don't understand the fact that people hate you for a very specific reason, Courtney.
I don't owe you politeness just because you exist when you're gonna waste my time. And scene. Yeah, Mark 8 Tree Bark, people are so stupid. Why do people treat CSA/SA survivors like fucking pieces of glass? Like they can't protect themselves, for fuck's sakes. Cause like, there's a lot of people just view... Oh fuck, you can just see my gross ass trash bag the whole time.
This woman is actually retarded.
Damn it, you can see my garbage. Anyway. People, like, when people learn about somebody's abuse, or the shit that they went through, or, like, their sexual assault, or their childhood sexual assault, they start to view that person as who they were in the moment that they got assaulted. Right? So, like, people see me as the, like, 4 to, like, 14-year-old who physically could not, like 4 to 13-year-old who physically could not protect herself, who physically could not do anything about her fucking abusers. Not even 4, it was like 3.
Sorry, I'm just watching the spider on her wall. Just like, just being like, yeah, what's going on? What's up, guys? How's things? I don't know why this is funny to me. No, that's also not the reason, Courtney. That's not the reason, okay? The reason is you presented yourself that way and then utilized that platform that it gained you to then start accusing random people of being pedophiles. It's very simple, okay?
So like, and that happens. Go away, fly. So that happens to a lot of people. Like they view
it's a fly.
That
and
the victim as who they were in the moment that they got victimized, and they never get to grow out of that. You never get to not be the person as they were victimized. So yeah, as a 3-year-old and a 13-year-old who was asleep, no, I couldn't do anything to protect myself. I could not physically fight off my abuser. I wasn't even conscious to do it. Like, I could do nothing. I could say nothing. Nothing I said was listened to. And a lot of people view me as that person still. So when I don't act accordingly, they're like, well, how is it that this aggressive, abrasive, confrontational girl got abused? This doesn't work in my head, so I'm going to attack the thing that doesn't make sense to me. And it's just so stupid. It's so dumb.
Let's test this. Let's just go to Courtney's posts. I'm so tired of men knob slobbering for their fellow rapist brethren. Y'all are fucked in the head. We get it. Women don't want to touch you. Move on. Why is this always the go-to as well? We get it. Women don't want to touch you. It's always this weird thing, isn't it? It's like, well, you know, it's because they're incels. I just... fucking unreal. Cheers towards the final goal and deepest condolences to Kickin. So true, Shell. Thank you very much. Much appreciated for that. Much appreciated to all of you as well. And yes, dude, I hope you're okay, Kickin. I hope David ends up in an abandoned trunk somewhere, except they never find it. Just saying. I don't know what this is in reference to. What the fuck? Oh, woo, what's this? Dude. A Kim Possible backpack? Glows in the dark. I need this for my bag collection. Gonna stream more date everything. Lily Orchard. Memory repression isn't real because I remember everything. Child, you spent years of 7 to 17 on serious mind-altering substances while your frontal lobe was doing its most important forming. You don't know reality. You're severely mentally disabled, and a pedophile, and a sister raper. Bro. This is like a tweet from Anthony. If when talking about incestuous child rape, you're only focused on their writing tips and media takes, then you're running defense for the incestuous child predator. You are helping nobody but the predator and yourself, because clout and views are more important to you than actually getting kids out from under the pedophile's thumb. If you send a pedophile money, you are on pedophile's side. If you consume the pedophile's media, you're on the pedophile's side. Some of y'all just pro-pedo at this point. It's not discourse, it's a pedophile and you support them. Again, fucking, like... Oh yeah, no. If you've ever interacted with Lily, except in the way that I think's approvable, you're supporting them. It's actually support. Fucking hell. Yoda with a 2. Hello, fellow grapist brethren. Jesus. Dude. Like, how many fucking... She posts so many of her, like, personal, like, technical issues. It's so weird. Oh, this is about, fucking... Enter. If you think being violated is preferable to being accused of violating someone, then I hope you get your preference. Honestly, sincerely, I hope you get the perspective you so desperately need. Better you than someone else. I miss you too, bestie. Hello, Xylee. How are you doing? I was going to message you over the weekend, but I've been, like, kind of dead. I hope you're good, bestie. We're shitting on Courtney Pete. I've finally broken. Dude. Trying to tell me I'm just as bad as the person who violated me in my sleep for years isn't the gotcha you think it is. It just tells the world you're walking failure of abortion. Go finish your mother's half-assed job. Jesus. I'm a serial vapist making those sick clouds. Good to know, Panda. Thank you for the 5. I was going to message you, but I'm a shit person. Beckett, also true. Dude, what the fuck? If you're a minor and fully believe I'm a predator, don't interact with me. Driving kids to interact with predators accused or proven is literally the opposite of what I'm trying to do here. I don't care if you actually believe that I'm a groomer, but you shouldn't be putting yourself in contact with someone you believe is a groomer as a child. For the love of God, protect yourselves. You aren't the exception to the rule. You aren't going to pwn the predator. You're just endangering yourself. Stop. This is so fucking unhinged. I'm not doing well at all. I did see your post, though. I always felt a certain way about her. Dude, are you not doing well? Okay, listen. Xylee, we need to catch up over the week. I need to find out what's going on. Because I haven't heard anything. I'm not... dude, that's sad. I'm sad to hear that Xylie's not doing well. Psy caused Lily to lose 10k subs. First of all, proof. Oh, fucking hell, she's obsessed. Oh, it's a fucking Lio fight. Jesus. Maybe stay your ass out of the child grooming conversation if you're going to fold like a clout-hungry goblin the first sign of pushback. Love how I stay consistent and get called a clout chaser, but ass-kissing bits for brains morons gets praised by the drooling, sniveling masses for being a spineless coward. I donated to Rain. You could have done that and kept your mouth shut to begin with. Now you just help predators everywhere. Computer is giving me massive issues. Dude, this chick. Have you all seen this lady? Little Miss Queen of the Estranged Parents? Might show her to you guys on Friday. What the fuck? Me at the YouTube when they take down a stream talking about Opal saying CSAM is fine, I don't care that it's illegal, I'm sorry I called it out. So you're defending child porn is fine, but calling it out what isn't? YouTube can... Dude, what? Is it just me or does Vizzy Pop hair look like so? Dude. Fuck me. Who even is that lady? I have no idea. I don't know. This is a problem as well. If Courtney calls out anybody, it could be completely legitimate. I just don't trust her in any way. She calls everyone a fucking predator.
Because apparently, you just, like, only some people...
She's a woman who pushed one of her kids away but doesn't accept she did anything wrong. Okay.
People can be victimized, and if you're a strong enough of a personality at one point in your life, then you just never could have been victimized in your life. Or if you've been victimized, then you cannot have a strong personality. You're not allowed.
No. Once again, I'm going to keep repeating it. I'm going to repeat it over and over again. The reason people fundamentally have started doubting your claims is because you throw claims of pedophilia, rape, and grooming around so much that people don't trust you to be honest. That's the problem. It's not to do with you being a strong person. It's not because you're a bitch. It's because you yourself have watered down the accusations you've made by over making them. In fact, actually, one of the things is like, somebody asked, like, what's a good way to put this? Somebody asked whether I do like more stuff around Claire, for example, and it's like not really. Because Claire's told her story, like, or what was relevant to me already. So I'm not trying to use her for clicks, because that only potentially damages her. That only, like, that overexposure can only do damage to her. So, like, you don't do that. And again, like, I'm careful about who I call a pedophile or something. I'm, like, massively careful about that word. Or even a nonce. Because you want to make sure that those accusations are, like, in some way protected. Because they're serious accusations. Gotta go. Have a great stream. No worries, bestie. I'll talk to you soon. Message me. Courtney ended up crying wolf one too many times. Yes. Dude, it's a childhood story for a reason.
So stupid.
Yes, you are.
One of my favorite restaurants to go to, my kitchen. Food's too expensive, man. I can't afford eating out. There's a joke in there, anyway. That's what Lily tried to do. She acts like the scared, abused 15-year-old while in her 30s. Well, Lily wants people to treat her like she's a scared, abused 15-year-old when, like, I hate to fucking break it to the world, maybe even Lily herself, but bitch, tell someone you were scared. Try telling yourself at the time you were scared. You weren't scared. You were the most aggressive fucking child that there was. There's a reason it took 4 fucking cops to hold you down. Ugh. Lily's just a walking contradiction. Look at my garbage. Look at it. I'm such a pig, I haven't changed the one garbage that's leaning against the wall. Lily loves a victim complex, right? Like, and the thing is, I don't need people to, like, understand and empathize with and be cognizant of my abuse at, like, all fucking moments of the day. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but empathy and sympathy is not going to change the fact that my sister raped me. Okay? Nobody's feelings or opinion or projection about my abuse is going to stop my siblings from raping me. They already did it. It's already done. The damage is already fucking done. I've been living with it for years.
I feel like I'm just going to sit here looping and repeating myself, and I don't care enough to. There are more streams we need to go over the week. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how well I stick to it. But fuck me, dude. I'm so desperately fucking sick of this woman. I feel like I'm the last person to break as well, and I know other people have avoided doing streams on her, but I feel like it's like a little bit of a mea culpa, right? It's a little bit of a, maybe I should have said something sooner, because now I'm just fucking done. I was wrong. She's a fucking dude.
And also, do you know what it is as well that's probably like a driving factor? I think I've just come to the conclusion that the Lily stuff is something that I just have stopped caring about as much. The June the King video is out. It's whatever. I think also hearing some of the like Lily anti-Lily group, and I'm just like, dude, it's like dealing with the Onision stuff. You just reach a point where you're just like, I don't want to get involved anymore. So if we're going to talk about like a fucking schizo person, let's just talk about Courtney, because like, listen, I don't think Courtney's a rapist or a groomer. I think she's just like a schizo bitch, and at some level, that's a lot more fun to talk about than fucking Lily Orchard, who I do think is, you know, a fucking pedophile. Oh, dude, what? When did this come out? Premieres in 15 hours. Learning about accountability from... Wait, hold on. Fuck, let me put this up on screen. Learning about accountability from Anthony Gamalia. Dude, I guess at least it's not a video about me. I say at least. I was actually quite looking forward to it. I'm a little disappointed, but okay. I'm gonna have a cigarette. I'm gonna talk, chat. Take a break, Beckett. You deserve it. Well, it's like 20 to 9 in the morning. I've got shit to do today. I'm gonna work. I have a project to finish. So I will go and do that today. Can I exchange my 20 points for extra stickers? Yes, you can, Kicken. Thank you for the 20 Swedish crowns. Much appreciated. Please enjoy this cami gold just for you. Okay? I love the sticker mech. The sticker mech's based. Oh, dude. Yeah, man, like, oh, dude, this has been a fun stream. I'll be honest with you, thank you guys all for coming and turning up. Dude, this stream's got, like, actually not bad views, considering I started it at midnight EST time. That's crazy. I expected, like, maybe 100 people to show up. I'm always happy, because I'm constantly surprised how many of you guys show up to watch me and hang out. Thank you to all the lurkers and subscribers and people who are going to watch the VODs later. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. It does mean a lot to me, you know, so I do appreciate it. I don't think I have anyone to rage you to, actually. I think I'm a bit fucked in that regard. I don't think anyone else is even live, so I'm glad that I've been your nighttime conversation. Let me have a look through. I went to bed at 9 PM and woke up at 1:30 AM. I like Courtney Pete. I had no choice. That is true and fair. That is true and fair. Who's on the live? Is there anyone? Dude, there's literally no one. Literally no one. Alright. Alright, I'll leave it off with a song then, I guess. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Reset my thing. Fuck. Da 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 da. What are we doing? What do I want to play to finish us off? To send us on our way out. I need something that's... Oh, I did want to test. Yes. Okay. We can try that one. Do Overcharge. Because I think that might be royalty free, and I wanted to try it to see if I could use it in videos. So if I go red, then it's whatever. But you guys have been super generous tonight, so it's not really an issue if I lose monetization on this. Chat, remember to like and subscribe. So true. I'm still finishing this cigarette though. Anyone got any final thoughts, questions, anything they want to say? You got like 3-4 minutes. Dude. It's been a... Oh, dude. been a lot this week, okay? So will you be doing more Peet 10? Yeah, there's a load of other stuff I want to go over. So, you could raid Xylee's stream. Wait, is Xylee live? Is Xylee live? Hold on. Is Xylee live? Can someone link me to Xylee live? Is that locale rewind? Is she live? I don't see her live. I'd raid her if she was live. Locale Reapers. I don't even know what, dude, I'm so out of touch with, like, the locale world. Scheduled for 9 AM. Okay. Yes, I will indeed. If I can raid to that, then I absolutely fucking will. Yes, we'll do that. Maybe we'll have a little bit of music while we're waiting for the redirect, right? Yes, I can raid into that. Okay, I will raid into Xylee. DMs? Will you send me, Val? Oh, dude, what? Bro. It's fucking so broken. Will you play Resident Evil 6 with me? Oh, what? You mean the co-op one? Yeah, actually. Yeah, I absolutely will. I totally will. As long as I can play as the male characters, Pinker, I will play it with you. Yes, we'll do co-op Resident Evil 6. I actually have it on Steam, I think. I think I have it on Steam. I'll totally play it with you. Yes, we'll do Resident Evil 6 stream. Because it's like fucking, it's such an insane game. It's it's so out of sync with everything else. Oh, dude. Okay, we'll do locale Reapers or whatever. We'll send you over there. I need to talk for a little bit longer so I can actually play some of this music because I actually want to do want to test this song and it is 3 minutes long. So we're gonna have to hold it out for a bit. You have to play as the girls, Becca. Listen, I don't like playing as female characters. I don't know if people know this about me. I like playing as male characters. I just don't enjoy it if I play as a girl. Your streams have helped me the last few weeks. Listen, I'm glad. And I've always said that part of the reason I stream is I want people to like just come and be able to laugh at something. It's a big reason. Though this stream is very much one because I was annoyed and I needed to be annoyed. No, I want to be the girls. Okay, Pink can be the girls. It works well. That works well. Copecord, honestly, is the nicest YouTube server I've been in, followed closely by Katzler. Like, I think Copecord is just really chill. Like, I think I've got a very chill community. I've got a very chill audience. I really appreciate you guys for that. But yeah, this has been awesome. Falgy, I listen. Oplock server catching fucking strays. Brutal. Brutal, bro. Darkest timeline. Okay, listen. We're going to close out with some music and then I'm going to send you over to Xylee because I want to test this song. You guys have all been fucking awesome tonight. I really appreciate it. We will be back during the week for more Courtney content. This is what we're doing now. I want to really dig into this woman. I'm done. I'm triggered. I'm triggered, chat. So we'll go from there. I will catch you next time. Thank you so much as always. You guys are based. Have a great start to your week. Peace.
Thank you.